42 Short was on. I was in here bumping the other night.
Oh my God. Where the hell is Caleb and Kay?
Gosh, can we have make a package of only buying starter pizzas?
Oh yeah, we're live on YouTube. We might get demonetized.
Uh-huh.
I said we're on YouTube. We might get demonetized for that.
Oh yeah, let me I'll cut that down until we get ready, and I'll just do a little clip from his, and they'd be like, copyright infringement.
Only for like 15 seconds though, right?
Yeah, if it's less than 15 seconds, we're good.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put on the whole show here right now. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I was like, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll take down the.
Yeah. Cool.
Did you see what Kay messaged back? So he's not ready yet. He's handling some business on the number 2.
No. I'll be right back. Grab something.
He's like, is coach on first? I'm like, yeah, right at 6. I'm still trying to find where the hell my brother's at. Hurry up. Yes, hurry up.
Are you kidding me? Oh, I have a patient on the table. I gotta go. Stevens, patient cardio fellow that's booked in OR. Have it waiting for the bed break.
Barry is very sorry, very sorry. She just asked me to ask you if you could wait just a little while longer. She's almost done with the surgery. It's so complicated. But she is almost done. Still on time. But she's in everything that we need on marriage. Until this is the last time I'm finished. So the only reason I'm staying here is just so that I'm how did you do, Correct? I got the table over there. You left that table, but you showed up for your girlfriend. You have any idea how screwed you are?
Well, I'm only looking at one coronary with a glass. I'm here. What the hell happened?
Oh my God.
Hey, you got that long torso. I got a long way to travel.
K picked the worst time to hit the shitter.
I know, right? The whole world know you about to take a shit. You been eating corn, K? Yeah, that versus was pretty dope the other night.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, this is pretty sick.
Yeah, I think theirs and then the one with Snoop and DMX have been the best one so far. The best two that I've seen.
Snoop and DMX did one?
Oh yeah, they did one like a couple months ago, and they both performed live. They were the first ones who kind of turned this whole thing into like the celebration thing. Because before it was just like a battle, and then Snoop and them, that was like, we're not even you know, like it's a celebration. So him and DMX did one, and they was like both performing live too. And that's kind of when the live performances started, because everybody else was just like sitting back listening to music, listening to their tracks. But yeah, they was the first two to actually kind of perform. And I think they ended up like with like some like 2 million views or something. That
2
was
million?
crazy. Yeah, and this one, I was surprised. This one only had, I think, like hit like 257,000 for the Snoop for the Too Shorty 40. I'm like, they didn't really get no views. People was hating. You know, everybody want to hate on the Bay. So when it come to Bay Area music.
Yeah.
But
all right, so when we're actually like introducing Coach Zoe on the show, like we're fucking cheering this band on, dude. They completed history.
Yeah.
Like they did some shit. So the board says San Jose State University 2020 Mountain West champions. Steelers lose 3 straight. Juju should really stop dancing on people's 50-yard lines. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Coach Zoe said the passcode wasn't working. Technical difficulties. Oh, shit. Can't have that.
I know, right?
Oh, have him do the top one. He's probably pressing the bottom one. The one at the beginning of the message.
You always do that. Press the bottom one. They be taking you off there.
He knows how. Oh, here he is. Here he goes. Hey.
You doing, Coach?
What's up, Coach? Hear us. I can't hear him. I can't hear you, Coach.
There we go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yep,
sir.
there we go. What's going on, Coach?
Tired.
Tired, I bet.
Yeah, did a lot of celebrating this weekend, huh?
Yeah.
Really was up. Then we had to travel back. I mean, I was traveling, man. I'm glad it's over. Then we leaving again weekend.
Arizona Bowl.
Yeah, they trying to mess with us about that. Talking about we didn't do the COVID protocol right. Man, get out of here. Man, we ain't even been here. What the hell are y'all talking about? It's been different. They ain't really enjoy it. Then I'm dealing with 100 rumors and questions about, and don't ask me this on the damn thing about damn Arizona. Don't ask me about nothing about no Arizona on this damn podcast. I don't know.
All right.
And that's legit. I really don't know. People are like, oh yeah, you're moving to Arizona. Man, I don't. No, we haven't had none of those conversations.
Good then. I was about to ask you. I was like, is there anything that we should not be asking you?
Arizona.
There we go.
Hold on. Number one.
Okay, you got to hurry up, man, or we will start without you. I'm not even playing. All right. Good. Get it going. All right. Okay, we'll get in here eventually. He's taking care of some certain business right now.
Okay. Clear. Am I good? Can y'all see me? I'm clear. I'm good.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
All looks good. All right. So let's get it started. 5, 4, 3, 2. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome. It is the All Pro JAFFO's episode 49, December 22nd, 2020, coming to you live on YouTube from the Coach Nish Zoom room, where we break it down while breaking ground. Episode is brought to you by Groundbreaking Enterprises. Together we can perform a groundbreaking solution. I'm your host, JP. Alongside me, as always, best DJ on the West Coast, Mr. DJ Matchsticks.
Okay.
The quarterback down here, Mr. Caleb. And he's not in the Zoom room right now because he's handling business on the toilet, but the 6'10" beast from the Southeast, Mr. Country K.
Wow.
And I know
I didn't want to do it like that.
Have to. You know how we do that. You see this man right here at the bottom of the screen, ladies and gentlemen. You've seen him on TV doing the dances, hammer time all over the place. Joined San Jose State University back in 2017. The records this man has, like in high school, in junior college, now into San Jose State, and now he's part of the 2020 Mountain West Conference champions. First time in San Jose Spartan history. Coach Zoe, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Alonzo Carter. Yeah, let's go on, Coach.
Praise the Lord. Spartan up. That's how we do the Spartan up. We had to change it up. So Spartan up.
Yeah.
That's how Spartan it up.
Yep.
Do we have to do with these now?
No. We don't do that no more.
Nah.
That's
a whole nother story. So now we do this.
Okay. Yep, makes sense now.
Spartan up.
I was
Yeah.
actually thinking about it, going like, I wonder how
Yeah, I
many
know.
people
Man, if you look
are
at
gonna take
it's
this
bad
out of proportion.
because all my pictures, I got so many pictures I used to use that on everything. I'm like, man, I can't use this picture. I can't use that picture. It's tough, but it had a good reason behind it. I respect reasons behind it, which we can talk about that later.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Coach, thank you for joining us. It's been a long 2 weeks for you, I'm sure.
Yes.
Going to the move into, was it Vegas?
Well, we went to Hawaii first. We were we had to go to Hawaii. We were supposed to have a home game. We were in Boise for a away game. Came back and thought we were going to play our last 2 home games at home. And on our way back, when we got off the plane, we were told by the county that they, no contact sports in the county. So we had to relocate. We went and practiced at a high school, Scotts Valley High School, practiced there. And then midweek, the game got shifted. They tried to our administration did everything in their power to try to find a location where we could have played and not being out of the 150 miles. And once you move past 150 miles, you couldn't come back. So once that didn't go through, they decided we're going to go to Hawaii. So instead of having a home game, we ended up going over there midweek, and it worked out. I mean, the kids were focused. Instead of playing at 6 o'clock, we played at 1 o'clock in Hawaii. It was hot, 80-something degrees, humid, all of the above. And they got it done. It was our best game on the ground, 280-something yards. And It was against a good Hawaii team, which is in a bowl, and so we beat them, and then we flew from Hawaii that night and landed in Las Vegas. We've been there for 2 weeks, so we've been doing a lot of moving around.
And that obviously speaks a lot to the team. As much moving around as you guys have done to come together, still go 7-0. First undefeated season since '39. First conference championship since the Big West Conference in '91. Like, this is history-breaking stuff within a time period where you guys had to do more traveling than a whole lot of other teams did. So then you guys come up against Nevada. I just wanted to talk about that leading up to the bowl game. Okay. So when you guys played Nevada, that first half was, they had the statistic 4 rushing yards in the first half and then 196 in the second. Mm-hmm. When you guys went into the half, there were things that happened on defense and on offense that if Nevada could have capitalized a little bit more, mm-hmm. the score could have been a lot higher than what it was at the end of the first half. But the defense, bend, don't break mentality, holding it down. When you guys went into the half for that game, what was the mindset? What was something that you guys had to tell the guys to get them, going into the second half? Because that's what you guys did, is dominate the entire second half of that game.
Well, the biggest thing was there was no panic because we've been in so many extreme adverse situations. It was like, if we play for each other. We've been here before. Doing all the traveling, not to mention the 10 days before the first game up in Humboldt, which is 300 and something miles away, living in the dorms 24/7 on campus. The guys really learned how to bond and respect each other in a manner that you normally don't get. So it became more of a, hey, we got a lot more in common. The biggest common thread was everybody wanted to win, but win at what cost? There's going to be some sacrifice in there. There's going to be some unselfish play in there, and there's going to be some lifting each other up. And you get used to doing that when you out like that. So when we went into the half, credit to the whole coaching staff, especially our head coach, he made it real simple. We didn't get there yelling and screaming at each other. He was like, hey, you guys been here before. Let's be more physical on the O-line and the D-line, which is the commitment to the run game and then the commitment to stopping the run, and play for each other. That was real simple as it get. He wanted the guys to focus on playing for your brothers, play for each other, don't panic. And we knew we were receiving the ball. And one part of this that you left out is our special team play, which has been lights out for us this year. We knew we were getting the ball, and in my room, I happened to have the return, Shamar Garrett, which is a true freshman. I was like, look, I set them down as a circle once he talked to his team. Let's be the people that change the game. Let's be the group that sets the tone and change the game. You get a chance to receive a kickoff, so you can set the tempo right there. And I pointed at Kyler and Tyree. Kyrie, you guys, we're going to commit to running the ball this half. Let's be more physical in the run game. I don't care who's in front of you or what it is, what the blocking is. Let's take it to them. Let's get to the second level. We know if we could get to the second level, which our offensive line did an incredible job, and our tight ends, Coach Josh Oglesby and Matt Atkins, they do a great job with coaching them guys. And Coach McGivern, our offensive coordinator, came to Josh, which is our O-line coach, and actually asked him, give me your best 5 runs. And we sat there, he looked at me, and I was like, Josh, whatever you dial up, I'm ready. I called McGivern the chef. So whatever you got on the menu, you cook it up. We gonna eat it. Whatever you got. And we committed ourselves to 4 or 5 run plays that we knew would work and would give our backs a chance to be physical. But like I said, that kickoff return by Shamar, we all had confidence based on Coach Scott White, our special teams coordinator, did a good job of designing. That was all by design. He looked at some of their tendencies, and he's like, if we get this look, you'll have a chance to take it back. And when they came out for the pre-snap, you could hear it on the headset, like, we got the look, kick the ball. and the guys executed the block. And if you look at it, he didn't get touched.
Yeah.
It was executed perfectly, and Shamar did what his nickname is Scooty. You know, we know he's fast, he can run, and he hit that hole and he was out. And that kind of started the energy. And I'm going to go back a step further. Remember, Nevada missed a field goal
Yeah.
right before that half ended. And that for us was a stop on defense.
Mm.
You know, that was defensive stop. So we took that momentum up the ramp.
Yeah.
Mind you, we weren't in the locker room because New Mexico played Fresno State the next night. So we had to dress. They made up like in the stadium. There's like a kind of a big space. So we had to go up the ramp, up the stairs, into the locker room and kind of talk there. Oh, yeah, we've been through some stuff, bro.
Man.
You go back and watch, okay, the video's on the page. Go back and look at that little 5-minute video and see Coach Brennan talking. And when they holding him up and all that in the air, that's not a locker room. Just kind of look around. It was a good space, but that's not a locker room. The locker room is what you seen us when we played in the same place. You see the guys singing Lean on Me.
Mhm.
That's the locker room because there was no game. New Mexico was done, so we were able to use the locker room. So it's just been one thing after another, man. And them guys stepped up and played for each other, and we celebrated. And we knew once we got physical with them, we can win that football game.
And absolutely, that's exactly what happened with Nevins meeting the guy in the hole and just ran him straight over.
Here's an inside story that a lot of people didn't know that I didn't even know. That one of the players said it. If you go back and watch that game, in the first quarter, Tyler had a 1-yard run where that same safety came up and made the tackle on him. Went low and made the tackle on him. And we have a saying in our room, win your one-on-one battles. A corner or a safety should never tackle a running back one-on-one. I don't care what the one-on-one, you better win it. Win your one-on-one battles, and in the pass game, no block, no rock. You don't pass block, you're not getting the ball. So those are two of the physical mindsets that we use. And then the third one was my favorite one. Whenever it's two guys, you pick one, pick a side, and you run through his rotator cuff. You try to knock his whole rotator cuff. I don't care how many. You get one of them. You get a piece of that guy. So those three things, you've seen all that. To win the one-on-one battle and to run through the rotator cuff, he ran through his chest. But it's just, he was mad because that guy tackled him earlier on a one-on-one tackle. Tyler doesn't talk, but the teammates knew. So when he did it, one of the players, I heard him say, yeah, he got dude back for getting him earlier. He was mad. I was like, oh, okay, I missed that. So when I went back and watched the TV version of it, I'm like, oh, that is the same guy. I don't want to say his number, because he's a player.
Oh, no, it's on film. It's all there.
But it was a good play. But that guy made a good play on Tyler earlier in the game and got him down one-on-one. But we have instructions in our room.
That was just
seeing that run.
Seeing that run, and it's looking at it. And then you look at the commentators, I don't feel like they'll show you on there, they'll say a little bit about you, but then they won't really, they get, the running backs coach, Alonzo Carter, and then they go back to the, obviously the MC Hammer days, which we will get into a little bit, but they don't really show or really kind of connect the bond that you have with that room. So, and you can tell that on film, the way they talk with you on the sidelines and stuff, and you can see that there's a bond there. So can you tell us what it is like from the beginning to when they first showed up to this point now? What is that bond that you build with them?
Well, it's special. You got to figure, I've been a head coach pretty much the majority of my career. So when you're coaching, especially coming from junior college, where I had 100+ guys on my roster. So I'm only responsible for 6 guys because your mindset is, I was told this by a good friend, Coach Kenwood Thompson, when he was at Cal, and now he's the linebacker coach at UNLV. He was like, I was like, man, how do I get my coaches? I was a head coach. How do I get my coaches to take more responsibility and more ownership to their groups? He said, bro, you make sure you tell them coaches, you're the head coach of your position. So you coach your group as though you're the head coach. So now here I am where I'm not the head coach of the program. I'm still, my mentality is to be a head coach of my position. So I take ownership to that group on the field, off the field, academically, how they doing socially. I sat in those parents' living rooms and recruited everybody in my room. Tyler is a senior. This is my 4th year. He's my first class. Kyrie Robinson, Shamar Garrett, Isaiah Holiness, which we recruited as a receiver, played running back in high school. But when he took his recruiting visit, Coach Cummings, our receiver coach, had him meet with him, and his mom and dad sat in my office and met with me because we was like, there's a possibility that he can get to play both. So there was a commitment to those families that I'm going to look after your son like I would look after my own, which, by the way, happens to be a red shirt freshman on the team now also. So I'm not only am I a coach, I'm a parent. My son's on the football team. Malachi Miller, number 80, big 6'4" freshman that they put in for that one play against Boise. And I could feel his mom, my wife through the TV, like, get the ball. And he didn't get it. But he's a freshman. So I know how it is as a parent to sit up and listen to coaches recruit and make promises or things they say they're going to do for your son while he's there, whether he's playing or not. It's important to them to know that I love them. I tell them all the time because we, especially as Black men, we don't express love enough. I didn't grow up with a father. My father wasn't in my life. Ended up meeting my father when I was 23 years old. I had a son at 17. So, been through a lot of struggle. So I want them young men to know how it is for another man to tell another man that you love them. It's okay to hug them. It's okay to give them expression and not feel some kind of way. Tyler's mom, I sent her a picture of me and him holding a trophy. And if you go on my Twitter page, I show me and him getting on the plane to Hawaii 4 years ago. Then I show a picture of me and him in the locker room holding that trophy. And I sent it to his mom. And she was just like, you promised me you was going to take care of my son 4 years ago, and you have. Didn't talk about no NFL. We didn't talk about none of that. We talked about him getting a degree. I'm going to make sure he graduates, which he's on course to graduate in May. And we're going to make sure that I look after him as a young Black man, as a man. He's going to come in as a kid. He's going to lead off as a man. So those are the things that those players appreciate. So when you say, I need you to run through somebody's rotator cuff, I got you, coach. I mean, they embody that stuff, No block, you can't block, you're not playing. No block, no rock. That's on my wall. And they get off pass blocking with like an offensive lineman. I mean, there was all kind of all the corner cats, corner blitzes. We eat those. Come on, you run on. It's like in that, like on Harlem Night. You're gonna walk over, but you're gonna limp back. Come on over here and run in here if you want to. So that's just a mentality, man. And we have fun, just like y'all laughing. That's how I present it to them. Mm-hmm. We have fun. We make the game a game because when it's all said and done, it's a game. It's all enough stress on them as it is. So we were so loose. Even Saturday, you could tell during the warm-ups, I was talking to a couple of other coaches. I was, man, these dudes, they've lost. They've been through the worst. So to go out here and play a game against a team that's supposed to be bigger than them or more tradition, or we hadn't beat Reno since we've been there. We damn sure hadn't beat Boise, since I've been there. So it was like, man, let's just go on and just let them see that we're a different football team. And the run game sparks everything, but our receiving core is so deep. I always tell them, you see me hyping them up. They can't do both. That's what I always say. You can't do both. Okay, you want to play a soft box, a la Hawaii, we're going to run it down your throat. You want to load the box, a la Boise, we're going to throw for 450. Now, which one do you want? You can't do both. And we got to tie it in. So how you want to do this? So it's well put together. It's a great staff, man. Coach McGivern, our offensive coordinator, Josh Ogilvie, our offensive line coach, which is one of 6 African-American offensive line coaches in the country. There's only 6 of them. We got one
in the country.
In the country. Oh, it's crazy, man. You got to look now. When you watching these games, pay attention who the O-line coach is and who the quarterback coach or the coordinator is. It's not too many people, that's gonna have this shade now. That don't mean they're not qualified,
Yeah.
but they're just not getting them opportunities. So I'm so excited to have a guy like Josh. Coach Brennan doesn't get enough credit for the staff. You get 10 coaches plus your head coach, that's 11. Of our 11 coaches, 6 are African American and 1 is Polynesian. So there's no other staff other than Illinois when Lovey was there that had more minority coaches on their staff. I ain't talking about the support staff and all that. I'm talking about the 11 coaches. We got 7, and 6 are African American, and our O-line coach is black, our defensive coordinator is black, and our special teams coordinator is black. That doesn't happen. You find me one other school with that. You can Google it, look it up, let me know. We're the only school in the country with that, and that goes back credit to our head coach. So you want your coaching staff to reflect your team. So that's why them guys play for us, man.
So as crazy as COVID has been on, basically everybody's livelihoods, you guys had managed to not just, create history of, winning the conference championship. We're talking with your coaching staff. We're talking with everybody that's involved with San Jose State because, let's be honest, times before, nobody looked at San Jose State as number 19, number 22 in the college football. People were looking at San Jose State like that. This year proved, and especially going into the conference game, because I noticed it when I'm even watching it on TV, I could notice it. There was a different vibe. It almost felt like y'all had been there before, even though historically speaking, you haven't. The whole team had this aura about them, like, oh, they're not under pressure at all. They're the whole jitters of, oh man, history making, that we can do this, and that. None of that got to you guys. So that really speaks volumes on the coaching staff being able to get, that many players on the same page. Coach, like that, you guys don't get enough credit because what you guys have done with this program is absolutely amazing.
And we have a good mixture of young coaches and older coaches. I mean, last year, we had Coach Ryan Gunderson, our quarterback coach. He was a semifinalist for the Broyles Award. Our quarterback last year, Josh Love, was the Mountain West MVP for the whole conference. He threw for 3,900 yards. We lost 3 games by less than 3 points. We lost to Reno on a walk-off field goal. We lost to UNLV from the 5 by a field goal, and we lost to Hawaii by 2 on the last play of the game. They ran out the clock. So that's 8 wins. We won 5 games. So that's 8 wins. The players understood that. And if you count in a bowl game, which I always felt like when we on the road, we got our best because they don't know no better. That's when they bond. Y'all caught it on video this week of us singing Lean on Me. That's every week, the night before the game. That's every week. That's something we started last year because we was going through so much struggle and so much trying to stay together. We felt lean on me, lean on your teammate. They know that song by heart, man. It's something that we feel the staff embodies it. I mean, the staff is just, we have fun with it, but we also have enough mixture of older coaches and younger coaches to relate to the team and push them buttons. And we're not the typical staff where you can't say nothing to my group. Like if the O-line coach, receiver coach, or the DB coach see something, tell them. And vice versa. I'm gonna say something to everybody. So if you expect me not to say nothing, you in trouble. I'm gonna let me catch you out of pocket. I'm on your head. And a large percentage, I won't give a number, but a large percentage of those players I know personally because I recruited a large percentage of them. So you ain't fit to get there like you can't say nothing to me no more. What? You done lost your mind. So if I catch you, I catch you out of pocket, you gonna get it. So it's just a family, man. It's really a family. What y'all seeing now is nothing new. It's just being put out there. And on top of it, we're 7-0. So you can't take that. And we knew we was chasing history. We knew it. last year Air Force beat us down, man. We beat Arkansas. We was feeling ourselves. They had a big old pep rally on campus. We was like, oh no, this ain't a good idea because the next week we playing Air Force, a whole different team. Man, they put hands and feet on us, whooped them on us. So the players wear that. That game getting canceled against Boise, and then last year when we played them, we was winning at halftime. We was winning at halftime. Then the second half, they ran that ball down our throat. They was physical, double tight ends, triple, three tight, fullback. They ran the ball and beat us. So the players had to wear that the whole offseason. They got bigger and stronger on the D line. We added a few more pieces to it, tightened up the scheme. Now they have three. This is our fourth year as a staff. Coach Odom's been there, D coordinator for 4 years. So now they know the system. They understand the scheme. Coach Josie Amalu, he's a D line coach. He's been with those guys for 4 years. Coach Scott White, this is his third year with us now. He's been with coaching the linebackers, and he's the special teams coordinator. So you got all that just energy to rectify them 3-point losses three of them that we lost. So when we get down, it's like, no, we've been here before. We can get back up. And then once we get up on you, oh, you in trouble. Because now they having a party. I love when I watched they kept going to the sideline, dudes waving the towels, dancing and all that. That's every day. And then in practice, it's every day. We play music every day, man. We dance all the time. You know, I be trying to keep up with the stuff they doing. Like, what's that? You know, what y'all got? You don't want to get to no competition now. Well, I can figure it out. If I figure it out, we're gonna have a battle out here. But it's fun, man. Yeah, they music, y'all music. Oh man, y'all music give me a headache sometimes. But it's fun. And I'll be walking up to them. I mean, man, they be feeling it, Bob. I mean, hey, let me ask you a question. What's up, coach? Who the hell is that? What is he saying? I always get them stop, rap his lyrics. They be like, no. Keep rap. You vibing, rap it word for word. Make me understand what the hell he's saying, because I don't even know what he's saying. So we just have fun every day, man. It's a party. We tight as a staff. We're a family. We enjoy what we're doing, and the players love playing for us. So that's the biggest thing. We want to make it fun for them.
It's awesome. Definition of fun. Like when you're talking about dancing and stuff like that, we got to go back real quick because
no, it's coming. It's all right.
Yeah, we got to. Come on. We have to because
go on and get it out. Come on and ask what you want to ask.
Like, what was that like? Just thinking about it though, because Matchsticks, you said you had a friend of yours that was with them too.
Yes, I don't know if you remember a cat named LaJohn Walker.
Yeah, I know LaJohn.
So me and him went to high school together.
Wow.
So yeah, so we sang in choir together, danced around school, messing around.
That's crazy.
He was a year above me, but yeah, he's still up here in SAC, I believe. I haven't talked to him in a while.
I know LaJohn. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So.
Small world.
Yep.
That part of my life for me, it changed my life because, like I said, as a 17-year-old, 18-year-old dad, going to Cal State Hayward University, called Cal State East Bay now. I was a walk-on Division II football player, no father figure, mom on welfare, going through some things, had a drug addiction, my little brother out selling drugs. I mean, it was bad. So for me, music was an outlet. Going out to the club, we used to go to the Palladium in San Francisco and stay up until 6 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
You literally, they put us out. Like, hey, man, it's time for y'all to go. Saturday night, every weekend, I'm in San Francisco dancing. And who's this local artist by the name of MC Hammer? We're like, oh, man, he got this bump. He had Ringham out at the time. We were like, who is this? Come to find out, he went to my high school, McClymonds High School. And I was like, oh, man, we got to meet him. So we went that whole year hearing his music, me and my friend Michael Sessions, which we call Heavy Ho. We had a group, which it was in Ho Frat Ho, but it used to be called Club New Ho. We named it after Club Nouveau. So we had all these dudes, because we didn't want to join the fraternity when I was in college. I'm like, man, they hazing and whooping on people. You ain't finna do none of that to me. I'm from Oakland, you know. I'm like, nah, man, I ain't with all that. Pledging and all that. So we started our own thing. We had these hats. And it said respect me on the back. That's what it was all built on, respect. and we had a C and H, but on the front for Club New Hope, but we had a Greek C, which wasn't really a C, but it was C and H. So we made our own little social club, and it was Tally Ho, Mega Ho, Freaka Ho, Jamma Ho, Mega Ho. They named me King Ho, Heavy Ho. I mean, we had a whole crew, man. And we used to go to the fraternity parties and battle against them. They be stepping, and we like bum rush through their lines and be dancing. So we stepping too, not realizing, I'm ignorant. I ain't gonna lie, I was real ignorant. So not realizing like, man, you can't do that. You need to be part of the fraternity to be stepping. I ain't been in no damn fraternity. So we used to go and just dance and mix hip hop dance and fraternity stepping. Who knew by the time we met Hammer if you look at, or Google it, YouTube it, let's get it started. The original, not the one he redid, the original. It's at Sweet Jimmy's Club in downtown Oakland. And you're going to see me on there with some biker tights, a red hat, a white King Ho shirt on, and my big homie, Heavy Ho. He on there dancing with the same thing, biker tights and all that stuff too. So we got to be extras in his video. It was local. Hammer wasn't even, he was on Busted Records. He was on his local label then. He signs with Capitol. Me, my friend Alvin, aka Mighty Ho, he goes to Cal State Northridge. So he in LA, Hammer shooting all his videos. He calling me. I'm using my all American Express, Discover card, Visa, whatever I can get from college to get on planes, Greyhounds. I'm in LA every weekend, and Hammer like, hey, didn't I just see you? Yeah. So every time he shot a video, we just show up. We show up, and next thing you know, he said, I want y'all to be in Oaktown 357 video. We in that one. Yeah. They first video. We was extras in Turn This Mother Out video. All this was in the spring of '89. And so we met him at the Circle Star Anaheim Theater, and we had by this time, we still Club New Ho. We not Ho for a Ho. But Steve and Sydney, which we end up calling X Ho and Low Ho, we had to make everybody had to give a name. So we gave them their name. We become a foursome. 2 guys from LA, 2 guys from Oakland. We mixed that LA hip hop, Oakland hip hop with the fraternity stepping. Hammer put us on stage. We had our whistles, our white gloves, and we stepping. He like, what is this? So after the show, Tony comes up to us. They was on tour with us. Hey, where y'all from? He said, we're from Oakland. I want y'all to be on our video. And Hammer like, hold on there. Them my dancers. We like, oh, we are. So at that time, he had Ace and 357, which was the best in the business. So he implemented us and said, I want y'all to come on tour with me this summer. Remember, I'm a junior in college. I got one more my senior year to play ball. I said, when will we be back? He said, right around the 1st of August. Oh, perfect. So my summer job was on tour on 1989 Budweiser Superfest, on tour with Kool Moe Dee, Patti LaBelle, New Edition, Kirk was out at the time, all these different groups. We on Bobby Brown, we on tour. The guy was getting big. Hammer just kind of started catapulting. They put me in the mix video in Detroit at the Joe Louis Arena. Prepared for that to go on Arsenio Hall live. Now Arsenio was bomb back then. The same show I used to watch, we own it. We killed it, and that kind of set us up to be like, not only are y'all gonna dance for me this summer, y'all gonna be my dancers. We're gonna start choreographing the Please Hammer Don't Hurt 'Em movie, which was his album, which did not have You Can't Touch This on it. That's a different story. We choreographed that whole movie, and on 1990, we were on Please Hammer Don't Hurt 'Em tour, and You Can't Touch This we were on the B-side of another song, but it blew up so much, we had to choreograph that while we was not out. The movie was done. We choreographed the routine for You Can't Touch This totally separate with Hammer, and the dancers. Now 357 doing their own thing. We had our own group called Torture. We auditioned and got all them ready, man. The rest is history. He made me the posse leader. I was in charge of the training, the workouts, the making sure everything was good on stage. So I was actually coaching then and didn't even realize it. I was being a leader back then, kind of in charge of the routines, making sure everybody. I used to weigh people in every week. Used to get fined for the guys that didn't either had to lose weight or gain weight. I was one of the ones that had to lose weight because I was playing football. I was like, man, you got to get right, you know. So it was just a whole different vibe. He trusted me so much, and he trusted our group, and that relationship is to this very day. You know, I just hit him just the other day, and he follows me. He keeps in contact with me. But when you get a chance to travel the world, I mean, literally, you travel in the world. I done did the Grammys, American Music Awards, MTV Awards. I mean, we've been there. HBO special with James Brown, my idol. Oh my God, that was love James Brown. So all these things, man. There's just a young kid from West Oakland living his dream, dancing with a guy that music that I used to go to the club and party to. Now I'm working with him. So I already liked his music before I even met him. So now here we are working together. That was like a dream come true. And that's how it all went down, you know, from touring. And when I came back off tour, and after 2-3 years of that, you get to wait a minute now. You can't dance your whole life. What's next? I went back to Oakland, and that's how I started coaching. That's what made me start coaching football and track. I was a track coach before I was a football coach. So,
Right.
And,
So then
go ahead.
you become a high school football coach.
Mhm.
You said you started off with the track, and then you got into high school coaching. You coached for both McClemens and for Berkeley High later on.
McClemens, man. Come on, man. Don't
McClemens,
go.
sorry.
McClemens. Come on, man.
See, it's always me when we're talking with somebody. It's always me doing something that's fucking it up. I
Always,
apologize.
and I got a heavy accent.
Yeah, just say Mac. We call it Mac.
McClemens.
MACK.
Yeah,
Climate.
man, what you
Okay.
doing?
You have a total record 129, 69, and 3. 11 league titles, 3 CIF Oakland section titles, 6 postseason bowl games, and then 7 league or conference coach of the year awards, all in high school.
Yeah.
So from there, what was the biggest transition? Well, I guess before getting into that transition, becoming a head coach for these 2 high schools, what did that mean? Like, what were you trying to mold? What was the culture in that locker room that you wanted to establish that led you to so much success?
People, young men that look like me, giving them a chance to say, through this sport, through this game of football or track, whatever it is you're doing, if you play it well and you have good grades, you'll have an opportunity to get a free education by playing college football. Never talked about NFL, just always talked about college football. One of my favorite pupils and athletes, a lot of people don't even realize, Yahya Abdul-Mateen, that's one of the top actors out there right now, up and coming actors. He went to McClemens High School. He ran track for me. He's a 4.0 student that got a track that walked on at Cal, did his thing at Cal, then he went to Yale, got into acting. His first movie was the Netflix The Get Down. That's him. He was in The Get Down. And he's Black Mantis in Aquaman and all that. And he's in all these different movies now. Those are the type of young men that you want to say, hey, I want to reach out and change his perspective on where he can go. Being from Oakland, a lot of times you get tunnel vision and you can't see your future. You don't have the foresight to understand somebody pushing you out of your comfort zone. West Oakland, if you know anything about Oakland, Oakland is huge, but West Oakland is the smallest part. A lot of times when you hear people talking about Oakland, they talking about East Oakland. You know, when you hear Too Short and all them rapping, they talking about East Oakland. It's huge, but West Oakland is very small. Our school only had 600 students. Currently, there's 300 students, predominantly Black. They've been 5-time CIF state champions in football. So when I took it over, I was just trying to change people's life. The winning gonna come with it. If they knew I cared about them and they knew I was one of them, I could make them be successful by getting a scholarship. We wanted to win on and off the field. So during the season, we're gonna win championship. And from January to February, that was NLI time. The last Army All-American to come out of Oakland was in 2005, and that was Derek Hill. And I coached him. He went to Cal. I had 9 Division I players on one football team. No social media back then. 2 of them Army All-Americans, 3 of them in the top 50 in rivals in the country. That hasn't been done since. Georgia, the SEC, all of them recruited out of there. Miami, Georgia, Florida State, Florida, all them schools was coming to Oakland, Notre Dame, all that. That was in '05. Wasn't no Twitter, wasn't no Facebook, wasn't none of that. It was me hustling, using tapes, trying to get my players seen. And one of them signed with Georgia, one of them signed with USC, and the other one signed with Cal. And they had multiple offers to go to anywhere in the country. So that was my motivation to give them an opportunity where I had to walk on. I wanted them to be able to get that scholarship that I didn't get. And I wanted to be that father figure that they might didn't have and push them to greatness because somebody told me I wasn't going to make it. Somebody told me that I wouldn't play college football. And somebody told me, and it was a coach, so it kind of motivates me to this day. I was always told what I wasn't going to do. I got injured in track, so I didn't finish my senior year in track because I had a kid. My son was born, little Zoe was born in January. So during football season, I got a kid on the way, and during track season, I'm a newborn dad working in a night shift at McDonald's. I worked my senior year at McDonald's, whole senior year. So it was just a lot, man, and it was a lot to process. And I wanted people to see by me using them as an example that if I can do it, you can do it. And McClimates was one thing. Then I moved over to Berkeley High in 3 years, did the same thing, turned that program from last place to first place. And then my next venture was over to Contra Costa College.
7 seasons, you moved on to Contra Costa, a team that, and this is all the stuff that I found, by the way, we get credit that to San Jose State University, SJSUSpartans.com. They have pretty much anything and everything.
That's Lawrence, man. That's Lawrence fan. Lawrence is the man. Lawrence is a walking encyclopedia / dictionary. He's a historian. Lawrence gets it all.
That historian got pretty much everything. You took a team that up until that point in 5 seasons had only won 11 games. Mm-hmm. And from there you went 47-27, and then 4 conference titles, 2 bowl games, 3-time conference coach of the year, and 2-time community college regional coach of the year. Mm-hmm. So getting to Contra Costa, at a JUCO, that's a different level than high school. But it's still, because myself, Kay, Caleb, we've played JUCO ball. Mm-hmm. But for me personally, it felt almost like high school because you were still wanting to get to the next level, but you still had guys from everywhere. I had never had that before until I got in college, having guys from Florida, from Texas, from Georgia, from Washington, from everywhere across the country on one team. Right. So what's the difference, and how did you end up turning that program into a winning program?
Well, truth be told, when they first offered me, John Wade, which I respect and adore, is one of my mentors. He's the athletic director over there. When he first offered me the job, I told him, no, I don't want that. I'm winning. I'm over here winning at Berkeley High. I'm going to walk into that. Contra Costa was one of the worst junior college programs in the state of California. They were, you give me that 11 win, that sounds like too many. I went by the 2. They was 1-19 in 2 years before I took it up. I didn't even go back no 5 years. I went 2 years because every 2 years, that, Kay, it's a cycle. That's when you normally count that class to move on. 1-19 and 3 players on that team graduated and 0 Division I players in that 2-year window when I was there before I took it over. I was like, no, thank you. And he was like, come on, coach. His selling point to me, which made me want to do it, he say, I've been watching you at McClimates. I've been watching you at Berkeley. But if you come to Contra Costa, which is in San Pablo, but it's right next to Richmond. So you're a rock throw away from Richmond. It's pretty tough. So it was like, if you can not only help kids from Oakland and Berkeley, you can help kids from Oakland, Berkeley, Richmond, Vallejo, Vacaville. I mean, he just Fairfield. He made me feel like, man, it's my duty to get out of my comfort zone. Because when I left McClimates, which was an OAL school, Oakland Athletic League school. People didn't respect that league, but they had to. I'm 11-1 with 9 D1 dudes in '05 with 3 Army All-Americans. Ain't nobody else doing that in the state but Long Beach Poly, which got 5,000 students. I ain't trying to hear you. So I go to Berkeley and do something similar. And it was in my third year, we won 10 games. I was in the mindset, okay, we finally, which at that time, De La Salle is the standard. It still is the standard. Much respect, Bob Ladisor and Coach Allenbaugh, which takes me now. We was like, we want to be the team playing De La Salle. That was my biggest goal. I want to play De La Salle. Well, I ended up leaving after my third year and go to Contra Costa. Started all the way from scratch and won 4 games. Same thing that kind of happened in San Jose. We lost 3 games by less than a field goal or a field goal or less. And I was like, man, if we went 4-6 my first year and we was an extra point away from winning the league. My kicker, we tied it up thinking we could win. He missed the extra point. And we went to 4 overtimes and lost to Solano. I'm still mad about that. My first year, I won a championship in junior college, my very first year. And he missed the extra point. And I love him to death, but he owed me that one. So we go to this 4 overtime. We lose by 3. We lose the overtime by 3 overtimes. And that kind of resonated with me like, these kids are playing for me. I can get these guys really now. Not only can you help a kid get from high school to Division I, what about that junior college kid that didn't have the grades, that don't have the support system, that knows if he does what he's supposed to do, get his AA degree, a whole different beast now. He can still graduate and go to a 4-year school. Not only you got the West Coast, now you got recruiters coming nationally because they like there's no junior colleges in the South. So they come out to California. There's 73 junior colleges. It's more players for them to pick from. And man, 1 year I had about 25 guys signed, and like 17 of them was Division I. It was unheard of. It was like, you flip a program, now them local kids, and like you said, the kids from out of state, they want to come play for you. They want to be part of that. And with my third year, we won our my first championship there, and I got regional coach of the year, and that kind of set the tempo of how it was going to be moving forward. Went from 4-6 to 6-4 to 8-3, and it was like it took off from there. I had Devontae Lynch, Marshawn Lynch, younger brother. He was player of the year. Jonathan Banks was player of the year. He ended up going to Kansas State. I mean, we had Desmond Harris. So he was the first JC offensive lineman All-American coming out of country trials. He went to Texas. Demetrius Cherry and Eureka Florence with Arizona State. I mean, we had to Karis McKinley. Karis McKinley, 1 year for me, goes to UCLA, first round draft pick. You know, he played for me at Contra Costa. So, because everybody was talking about his UCLA piece, I'm like, hold on now. He went to Contra Costa. He was a Richmond kid. He went to Contra Costa first. Then he went to UCLA. Then he went to the first round. So there's a lot of players that just was hungry. Like if I go to CC, we call it CC. If I go to CC, Coach Carter gonna get me out. So that was the carrot over their head. You do what you're supposed to do. I'm gonna go out of my way to make sure I get you out. And I had a wonderful staff, Coach Otis Jefferson, which he's the head coach there now. He was my defensive coordinator. He was real vital because he was from North Carolina. So he had all the South connection and a lot of those players that played for him. He coached Keenan Allen in high school. So, and Zach Maynard. So a lot of those guys from the South come to California and wanted to be part of that. And that thing blew up real quick, blew up really quick. And that allowed me to finally reach my goal, which was to be a Division I coach. And rewinding a little bit, back when I was coaching high school, that's when I first met Coach Brennan. Coach Brennan was a local coach recruiting. He was at Cal Poly then, and he ended up going to San Jose State. And he kept pushing me, hey, man, go back to school and get your degree. Remember, I told you I went on tour my junior year. I never came back. And that always escaped me. Like, man, I had a year and a half left of school to get my degree. But once I went on tour with Hammer, man, I was like, I ain't going back to no school. It's a wrap. So that escaped me. And as I'm now climbing up, reinventing myself, think about it. I done reinvented myself twice. College football player, on tour with Hammer. Now I'm a high school football. Now I'm a junior college football coach. So as you keep climbing, everybody like, hey man, you ever thought about coaching D1 ball? And I was like, well, not really, because remember my purpose was just to help kids. I wasn't trying to be Coach Carter from San Jose State. That wasn't in my cards. But due to a lot of my peers encouraging me to go back and get my degree, go back to school, my college counselor, Ishman Anderson, well, he's one of my former students that I got a scholarship out of high school from a climbers at UC Davis. He gets his master's from UCLA. He's a counselor now, and he's telling me to finish school. So the same dude I helped get a scholarship is now encouraging me to get my degree. So shout out to Ishman Anderson. Now he has his PhD. He's Dr. Ishman Anderson. So that dude, and he was a fullback. Who gets a scholarship at fullback? Starting fullback at UC Davis. You know, so
Not a whole lot of those.
no, and he got a full scholarship to UC Davis, graduated, got his degree, got his master, now he got his doctorate. So he helped me go back to school, get my degree. Then when I got my degree, that's when I got the phone call from Coach Brennan to come on over to San Jose State.
Okay, what do you got?
Honestly, I'm just everything hitting me right now in so many ways, just simply because being a kid from the South, that time frame when you was at Mac and y'all were good and you had all them players. I went to Lakeland High School in Florida. Pastor Twins, Chris Randy, all that. So Rise Magazine, I was seeing all that. So all that Oakland, California, that was at you.
Yep.
So everything you said, I've literally secondhand experienced it because I was one of those players that was like big, strong, fast, got talent. The mental wasn't there. So I had to take the long route coming out here, going to, you know what I'm saying, San Jose City and all that. Not really working out just due to the fact of I wasn't prepared for the culture change. And not necessarily like society type part is more like the financials. You know what I mean? So it was a little different for me. So I had to find my footing. You know what I mean? So it was it was just a different thing. So I was basically the wrong path, I guess, like the end result, if you will. Like I'm working jobs and stuff like that now, but I don't have my degree. I didn't finish up and stuff like that.
I got mine at 46. Excuse my language. Can I cuss on here?
Absolutely. Coach, you can do whatever
you want. Take your ass back to school, man. I got mine at 46, coaching, working a full-time job with a family of 6. You can do it, bro. Take it online. Take your time. It took me 2.5 years to get it. But I went back and got it. And I was just like you, like, get your degree, bro. Go back and get it. Trust. If I can do it, I'm telling you, anybody. Yeah, I ain't smart. I was in there. And what you do, find a major that appeases to you. I went in as a business major / accounting. You do look like I'm doing some damn accounting? No. Switched my major to African American studies. And it changed my life, man. It just made me learn about us, let me learn about Indian culture, Hispanic culture. I mean, just all the different Asian culture. You learn about different people's culture and you learn about your own. You figure out who you are because we're not taught that in school. Yeah. We're not taught our true culture in school. You know, Christopher Columbus and all that. Come on, man. Don't get me started. But we're taught things that are really like, hey, that's not. So I found there's something that interests me, and my wife was behind me 100%. She pushed me to it, pushed me through it, helped me with my classes. My nieces and nephews, they were all in college. I got 4 Cal graduates in our family. Well, 3 with 1 more on the way. 3 of my nieces all have Cal degrees, and my youngest son, Anthony, he's a sophomore at Cal right now. My daughter's a senior at Northridge right now. You know, my other son, like I told you, he's a sophomore at San Jose State with redshirt freshman in football. So education, man, I didn't have nobody to show me it and teach me that. I don't know if you have children, but if they see you going through that hustle and that struggle, or people see you going back and get yours, that makes a difference. And it just, I have people, like I say, John Wade was the AD at Contra Costa. He kept telling me, Coach, go back and get your degree. You an NFL coach. I was like, man, come on, man. Y'all, you telling me that just to get me over here. Y'all 1-19. I don't want it. But he kept me, he stayed on me. Go back to school. I was driving from practice from class. I mean, I would be driving from class to get back to practice from Hayward to San Pablo. And that was like 45 minutes to an hour in traffic every day. It took me a while, but I got it done. So I encourage any person has an opportunity to get their degree. Oh, the part I left out, before I could take the Contra Costa job, I was working at Berkeley High my last year. I doubled back and went and got my AA because I was like, I don't even have my AA, coach. I don't know how you want me to coach here, and I don't have a degree. He said, I'm going to help you. So the counselor at Contra Costa first set me up, got my AA. Then I transferred my AA back to Cal State East Bay. They like, sir, we don't even count half these classes no more. You've been gone so long. We don't even have. We got to see if this still, count these classes. So Ishman Anderson helped give me the blueprint on how to get my degree. So it's important. Education can change your life because without that, I wouldn't be able to tell the story that I'm telling, which I've only been here 4 years. So I'm 52, bro. I'm 52 years old. Just made 52 on the 25th of November. So if I can go back and do it, you can go back and do it. It's never too late. And I agree. Guys like yourself coming from the South, I felt it was my duty and my obligation to make sure they went back with something, with a degree in their hand, and we're going to win some games while we have a big dude like you. I'd have got you out of my sleep. I'd have been able to handle that. I just make a couple of calls. But you're right, Rise Magazine, all that. The Darius Ward, my tight end, went to Georgia. He tripped Florida, Florida State, LSU, and Georgia out of Oakland, man. He played in the Sugar Bowl his freshman year and all that. He was 6'5", 250. He went to Georgia. That's when I met Mark Rick. I came and spoke at the Georgia Clinic. I've met Mac Brown, which is somebody I respect and talk to all the time. He flew me out to Texas. I spoke at their clinic. I go out and speak too. So you meet a lot of people along the way. Rodney Garner, which was the D-line coach at Georgia there. Now he's a D-line coach at Auburn, so you just meet a lot of people. I met a young Lane Kiffin, a young Steve Sarkisian, a young Ken Norton. All them guys were under Pete Carroll when he was at USC. So you get a chance to meet these people and see their careers take off. A young Brent Brennan, which was the receiver coach at Cal Poly. Now he's the head coach of the Mountain West champion San Jose State. So you see this journey.
Coach of the year.
Yeah, you see the journey of these people, man. So go back and do that. I didn't mean to get off track, but okay,
no, it's fine because it pulls everything together because you talk about education, and especially in these times, nowadays, education is like utmost importance to be able to know what's going on. We got Matt Sticks here. He's one of the head organizers, Black Lives Matter organization over here in Sacramento. So basically getting, people to understand and know, what's going on in the world. So what would you have to say? Anybody who's either watching or listening or comes back to see it or hear it later on, if you can give a message out to anybody, what would it be when it comes to us being a united front? We're the United States of America, for God's sake. This isn't what it's supposed to be. So what would you say to them to get us together?
Well, the biggest thing, I'm going to lean back on what I said, is we as African-American people, Black, minority, whatever word, different people want to use different words to describe us as people. Or even I talked to a lot of people, the Hispanic culture and the Asian culture, they always feel left out. We talk about everybody else, but what about us? So any person of a minority descent, my first advice to you is, one, educate yourself to figure out who you are and what you are about and what you represent. Education is key. I'm not telling you to go out and read a whole dictionary. No, learn your culture and then learn other people's culture so you can respect their views. You don't have to agree with them, but at least have an understanding and respect their views and respect their struggle, which gets back to my main point. We, as a nation, we need to learn how to have empathy for each other, especially for us as Black people. We've been through so much. We've been through so much. We don't want no handout. We don't want your pity. We just want some empathy. We just want you to listen. Just listen to my pain, brother. Just hear me out. I just met Kay, and I can see the look in his eye. My story is hitting him. Like, man, I just met him. But the empathy I'm getting from him is like, okay, this is real. I'm looking at, DJ Mad. I see it in his face. Like, man, this dude is. We didn't know he was gonna get all this because it's a story behind my own struggle. It's a story behind it. So when you now hear the story, guess what? Now you root for me. Now you root for me even more. Man, I'm okay, the dancing and all that. If that's what it took to get people to listen to me, guess what? Push play it again. All right, you ready? Now let me tell you what come behind that. Because you don't think I get asked, hey man, how you go from dancing with MC Hammer to being a football coach? I get asked that question all the time. I say, do you want the real story? And they go, yeah, I got them. Once they say, yeah, I got them. So I give it to them because I'm proud of my journey. I'm proud of the extremes, the teenage dad, the mother that was addicted to drugs, the father that I didn't have that was incarcerated. Those things made me be who I am. So I don't want people to go through what I went through. I lost my little brother to gun violence with the police, resisting arrest, So the Black Lives Matter movement, before it even started, before we even made it relevant, only difference now, which I'm glad, is we can see stuff that's going on. We can record it. Police reports are not always in stone. And I'm not saying what's right or what's wrong, but that video is going to tell you what really, really happened. Think about all these cases that we're seeing if there was no video. Just think. If there was no video to dispute what happened. Oh, we don't know what happened. George Floyd, he choked on something. No. He didn't choke on that. You had your knee on his neck. Or he was resisting. No. That's not what happened, what I seen on the video. So you got to know how to empower yourself and understand who you are as a person, who you are, whether it be Black, Hispanic, or even white. We have a thing on our team called the POC. It's called People of Change. It's the players have created a group, which they voted me to be one of the administrators of the group, but they talk about white privilege. Some of the white players was like, Coach, until listening to the Black players talk, I never really understood what white privilege mean. And they openly admitted, I'm white privileged. I'm part of that. I want to be part of the solution. I went to private school. I grew up in a certain neighborhood. I was shielded from some of the stuff y'all talking about. I don't even know what y'all talking about, but they love their teammates, regardless of the color of their skin. They don't judge them for that. They love them individually. And college football is the most powerful sport, not even pro. No other sport, you're going to get 110, 120 guys from all diverse backgrounds and put them together for one common goal, which is to win a football game. That's how you become a family. That's how we can go to Humboldt and Hawaii and Vegas for 3 weeks and still walk out of this and say we're 7-0, not only as a football team, but as a football family, and everybody have each other back and have some of the best with COVID. Our COVID numbers is through the roof. That's where the climb the mountain thing came in. We want to have negative. We want to be 100% negative through the whole season. We say whoever wins, whoever's the best with COVID discipline, that's who's going to win the Mountain West. But guess what? We was the best with COVID discipline. We won the Mountain West. We didn't lose no players and have to cancel games and all that stuff because of COVID, because our players cared about each other. They followed the structure. We had the hardest protocol. Our county, oh man, Santa Clara County, we kicked when the 49ers can't play. Come on, man.
Yeah, rough.
49ers can't even play. So we ain't getting to play. I said, oh man, 49ers can't play. We in trouble. So, Stanford, all these teams that are right here in Santa Clara County. People think the Bay, with Cal playing, Cal's in Contra Costa County. Whole different, that's a whole different county. So we Alameda, Contra Costa County, that's a whole different county. So we just appreciate the opportunity that we have to be able to show what we're doing as a program. I know I get a lot of time to talk about these things, and I just like really trying to talk about my journey to get in this seat. How did I get in here? How did I become the Coach Carter you're seeing, whether it be dancing on the video or coaching his players, and you feeling my passion when I'm talking to them, and you seeing it, and you have a conversation with me, and I can tell you who I am, the father, who I am, the man. Before I'm a coach, I'm a man. Before I'm a coach, I'm a husband. Before I'm a coach, I'm a father. So what made me be this person that you're talking to right now? It's a lot. And I have a lot to give, and I have a lot to want to motivate young men like yourself to be the best version of yourself. And don't ever let nobody tell you what you're not going to be. Because at every level I went to in coaching, he's not going to win over there. He really ain't going to win over there. Contra Costa, he is, quote unquote, Contra Costa, that's a shit program. He'll never win there. There's no way. Zolden did it at Climans. He did it at Berkeley. He'll never win over there. Come on, man. And then Coach Brennan bringing me to be a part of the family, be a part of the solution, be a part of bringing the best players from the Bay Area, wherever we want to get. That's where we came. Me and Coach Fred Judici came up with the Shield, the Bay mantra. We wanted to put our arms around the Bay Area and make sure players from the Bay Area, all the way up through Sacramento, through Stockton and Vacaville and Tracy, they're not getting away because too many teams was too comfortable coming in here, plucking at the players, and they was going to all these other schools, and we was like, that we played against, and we was like, okay, this got to stop. We're going to shield the Bay, baby. We're going to put our arm around this thing, and if they don't pick us, it ain't because we didn't recruit them. It's because they just wanted to go to a different school. And if they was one of them 7, they looking like, man, maybe I should have. Yeah, maybe you should have. No,
Coach,
that's it, man.
Hold on. Two things.
Yeah.
Go ahead, kid.
All right, so first, what years did you coach at Berkeley High, Coach? I mean, I've been missing that call late.
I was at Berkeley High from 2006 to 2009.
All right, so you coach a few of my friends. So one of our teammates, Hawk, Josh, Nick Breland. You coach Nick.
Yeah, Nick. I coach
Nick. Tim Harvey.
Yes.
And you coach Brad Hairston.
That's them my boys. You naming all my boys. Yeah.
So I'm gonna let them know that we talked to you. That's first.
Yeah, Tim, him and his daddy. I love Tim and his dad. I used to have a play. Anytime somebody would line up press, I would have an audible player where I call it out to Tim and throw him a touchdown every time. And it was them dudes, they bought in. Because they could have been like, who the hell is this dude? When I came, they wanted to win. They was hungry. Like, Coach, what we got to do? Whatever we got to do, let's do it. We made the playoffs my first year. We went from last place to like first. We won the league my first year. We won the league 3 years in a row. So those are the type of things that I talk about. People want to hear your story and they feel that it's real. They'll run through the roof, run through a wall for you. They'll do whatever you want to do because they know you'll do it in return. I just been there lifting with them and doing everything. Hey, come on, we try to work out. Yeah. We didn't even get into my first year of coaching in 1995 when I sold, the key word is sold, my drop top 1987 burgundy with peanut butter interior Corvette. I sold it to buy my track team uniforms. And bought a Mustang, a cheaper car, took the difference in the money, bought them track shoes, track sweats, tennis shoes. They didn't have track uniforms. Wow. I sold my car that was given to me as a gift by MC Hammer for all the work I did. And when I had to do some repairs to it, I was like, you know what? Rather than me keep spending this money to put these repairs in this car, I'm going to sell it, get me a smaller car, take the money, and buy my track team uniforms. That was way back in 1994. I did that. So my thought process was different then, man. Who
Hey.
sells they drop top vet past bars?
I was about to say, you're a better man than a lot of people.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't even my kids. You know, I was flossing. You know, I'm riding, man. You know, so my car. But and I don't regret it because to me, I was in a position to bless somebody else. And if you bless people and you do it with a genuine heart, it's gonna come back to you on the back end. And that's the part I don't talk about. I got a book. I'm writing my little book memoir. They say I'm still living, so it's a memoir. So it's
let us know when that comes out because I want to read that book.
It's deep, bro. It goes from my childhood and it stops to me at Contra Costa. I'm gonna have to do a part 2 now. That stops it. It's so deep. It stopped when I became the head coach of Contra Costa.
Coach, they're gonna make a movie about you one day. But you have that. I'm telling you, Coach, everything that you have been through, everything that you have done turns into a movie. Everyone needs to know this story because it has everything that you can need in a person that literally came from the depths to doing nothing but success on the road to get there. You get the hardships, but you go right through it. Everybody needs to know this story. Whether or not it comes out in a movie the next 5, 10, whoever it goes, the 4 of us here, I promise you we're going to do what we can to get that going because it needs to happen, Coach. It really does. Your story needs to be going out there because what you have done for the kids that you've coached, for the community, what now at San Jose State, the guys that you got coaching, recruiting, everything that you have done, you have helped somebody along the way. And not a lot of coaches, not a lot of people can do or go through what you went through and turn it into what you have done. So for that, Coach, everything that I've heard from you today, mind blowing. And I'm so happy that you came on to the show today. I really appreciate it. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, you coming on this show, shedding light on everything. Absolutely awesome, Coach. I really appreciate that.
Good. Anytime I can tell my story and just motivate one person, that's all it is. You can motivate one person, and it was worth it. You know, it's not. If I keep it to myself, then what am I getting out of that? Somebody needs to hear this. Someone needs that push because I needed it. I still need it. Even as a grown man, I need to get pushed. That's why I started things like the Zoom, which we ain't even talked about that. You know, the Zoom clinic.
The West Coast Zoom.
Yeah, that's hundreds of other coaches that look like me that's pushing themselves. How did you become a coordinator? How did you become a head coach? You know, what was the process to that? How did you become the CEO of your program? Those are things that we started doing with that. I joined, got a member of the coalition with Mike Loxley, being part of that. How do you continue to surround yourself with people that are going to make you better? It's going to take your game to another level. All the friendships that I made, whether it be from somebody from the Pac-12 or somebody through the HBCU, them guys, man, they support me. They've been watching me through the season. I get text messages and phone calls from them guys, and it's genuine. Those are relationships that you get through networking. Talk just like y'all, okay? Y'all got my number. You like, okay, my man, give me his old number. I need to holler at him. I'm like, hey, man, did you start on what we talked about? You need that. Everybody needs that little push. I don't care if you take one class and keep chopping at it. You can get it done, because that's what I did. I started off with one class, and I got an A. I was like, oh, okay. Pretty sharp. Had a little help, but I got an A. Then I took 2 classes. Then I kept just taking them online and like, I might be able to get this done. Then I walked in there. I'm telling you, when I walked in there and seen one of my former players was the counselor, it was just like, he was not trying to hear me say I couldn't do it. He was like, Coach, you told me I could do it. So why wouldn't I tell you the same? Coach, I got a master's degree. I'm getting ready to go get my doctorate. This kid from West Oakland. I'm about getting a doctorate, and which he has now. I was just like, wow, well, You got your degree from UC Davis. You got your master's from UCLA. And you're a counselor. That's deep. Let me figure out how to get this bachelor's. Let me figure this out. And you know, he got his doctorate from San Francisco State. So it's when you surround yourself, I call it positive peer pressure. You put yourself around people that have equal or higher goals, you'll always be successful. And that's why I think we successfully with getting back to football. I think that's what the guys that want it, they've been around it. We've recruited real well. We've established a positive culture, a family environment, and we want to be the best at everything we do, man. They play video games, they compete. I mean, everything they do, I'll be like, man, y'all so competitive, y'all getting on my nerves. But they get out on that field, it's family, man. They having a good time cheering for each other, especially in my room. Everybody in the room is good.
Mm.
So I don't care if it's one carry or two carries. When you get it, you better make something. And that's the mentality. And they all understand that. So when you got a team full of guys with that mentality, you can always win. And that's why we've been able to win. And that's how our staff is. We all get along with each other. And we have fun with each other. And we appreciate the moment. And we try to block out all the negative noise. You know, it's always somebody gonna tell you something you can't do, man. Somebody gonna always do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Coach, again, we can't thank you enough for being on the show with us. You've given us so much information and so much stuff to kind of actually look back and think about. And again, we appreciate you joining. Always welcome to come back
Yeah, I'm
on
gonna
the show
do
whenever it is you want
a
to.
part two, man. Yeah, I'm gonna come back and see y'all, man. I don't like one shotty yaddies. I want a part two. I
Oh,
like to run my mouth, so we'll set it up.
the invitation is always open, Coach.
And then
Always
when I
open.
start back up my Zooms, I'll give y'all the information. Y'all come sit on there and hear and some of our conversations, see how I host it and continue to network and meet other coaches, bring other coaches on here. And, you know, just I love what y'all doing. I'm behind you 100%. I know it took us a couple of weeks, but I worked it out. I almost did it last week, and I was like, hold on, man, I need to focus on this season. Let me get one more week, and it worked out perfect.
I was telling Mad Sticks before, I was like, man, San Jose State wins the Mountain West Tuesday show is gonna be nice. There's a whole lot of positive energy along that show. It's gonna be awesome.
But I didn't want to be sitting on here, man. Hurry up with this, man. Just lost the game, man. I ain't got no answer. What? Don't ask me about that. I don't want to talk about that. No, it'd have been good either way. But I'm glad it worked itself out because you're able to see the whole totality of the picture of everything. And like I said, I'll come back later. We'll have a bowl game under our belt. We'll have a signing class under our belt, a second signing class. So we'll follow up. And I want to follow up with y'all, man. Make sure y'all doing what y'all doing. We can talk about the Zoom clinics and the coalition and different things that I'm doing off the field. I would love to touch on that because I didn't get to really touch on it, but I would love to touch on it because it's relevant, it's important. Who we are as Black men is important, and what we represent is important because people see what we say, and it's important that we set an example and let it be known we're not perfect. We're trying to set an example and get better and educate yourself. Educate yourself who you are. I don't care what your nationality is. I don't care what your culture is. Educate yourself. Everything on TV is not the truth. So stop thinking everything, it's good. How you know? I seen it on, that don't make that the truth. You better go read. You better go figure out, what's the facts behind that. Oh, I watched that movie. That's Disney made that movie. That ain't the real stuff I have with that. So
Coach, hold on. Disney might be the ones who's gonna make your movie. Hold on.
No, I like Disney, man. I grew up liking Mickey Mouse. It's one of my favorite characters, Mickey. When I grew up, I always wanted to go to Disneyland. This is a real story. I'm gonna let y'all go. 580 freeway. There's this big temple that sits off the freeway. Anybody know anything about Oakland? It's kind of up. It's in East Oakland. It's the Mormon temple, but it looks like the castle at Disneyland. So Me, I never been on an airplane. I never seen Disneyland. I used to always envision how it looked. So when as a kid, I said, like, "Oh, that's Disneyland." And my cousin Marcel really went to Disneyland. He's like, "That ain't Disneyland." So we used to argue that wasn't Disneyland. So I love this. I love Disney, man. Don't. I feel like Cedric Entertainer when he on Kings of Comedy at the end when he was like when he had to correct himself. Which would, by the way, if I have a choice, that's who played me.
Oh, Cedric the Entertainer playing Alonzo.
Yes.
That's one of my
Yes.
favorite people right
Put it
there. I
down.
think that's a check mark. So Ted, if you see this, I'm looking for you. Come on, man. Let's get this thing going. Let's have a conversation. You're one of my favorites, and we can get it going. But
There
no,
we
man,
go.
I had a good time with y'all, man. This was cool.
Absolutely, Coach. We're gonna have you on again soon for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Zoe, Mr. Alonzo Carter. Thanks, Coach. I appreciate you being on with us, Coach. Yep. Raising the roof.
Spartan up.
Spartan up, baby. Spartan up, baby. All right.
All right, Coach. We'll see you later.
All right, later.
All right, Coach.
Oh man.
I didn't know that was
Yo, man. Yo, that hit me hard. That hit me. I had to do something from saying something. I know you saw me because I saw your face changing every time I do something. It's like you're trying to hold yourself like I was just over here like tripping. Everything he said relates so much. And I was thinking to myself, like, I hope Josh caught that because that's the exact reason he asked me several times, like, how did I end up in California? I'm like, that's it. That's it right there. What Coach Zoe said, no junior colleges in the South like that. People come out here, do all that. Bro, that's literally what, I'll say my mentor, you know what I'm saying, for lack of a better term, told me. That's how I ended up out here. Like, that's crazy. I mean, I ended up at San Jose City because my dorm roommate, I mean, he knew people down here, but how I ended up in California is literally how Coach Zoe said, man. Literally how he said. That hit me so hard, bro. That hit me hard, dog. Like
everything that, like, because I've tried to, you try to look up who we talk to. We talk about it countless times. We always try to research who we're talking to. So the more I read, and that's why I had to bring it up to him, like, Coach, this is a fucking movie. Like, this is something that gets put on the big screen for everybody to view and cry to. Like, this is what, like, that's what this is. So, like, again, I loved having him on the show. We'll have him on again, absolutely sure, because that man is nothing but entertainment, to be honest. Like, put the story and everything like aside, the jokes and the dance and just with everything and stuff like that. The guy is he's humble. He's a great guy to talk to, and it's a fucking hell of a story. Hell of a story. Like you said, the whole timeline. Teenage parent, MC Hammer, coaching football. How does that even like come in together? It's mind blowing. It was awesome.
Honestly, I had one more part. Like when I told him I had two parts, I didn't even ask to say, inform him because it wasn't even a question. I met Coach Zoe before when I was a kid. When he was the MC Hammer backup dancer. Like when I was a little kid, because MC Hammer came to Florida to get like kids for a video shoot or whatever. And my mom's told me about it because I had to talk to her, I guess, because we were having them on and stuff. But she was just like, I was a kid, but I was like shy. So I wouldn't let MC Hammer hold me because that was the scene I was supposed to be in. He was supposed to be like holding me in the video and like doing some stuff. But I was crying, like I couldn't stop crying, like, and then I just wasn't in the video. But as a kid, I met them, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't like I was coherently meeting him already before, but it was like as a kid, I met him in his first chapter of his life. You know what I'm saying? Not to try to, or first quarter, like not to try to like put it like saying he in his last chapter, you know what I mean? But like later on, it's like, damn, this is crazy. And for him to say that, it's like, bro, my high school, my senior year, they had 8 players. It was either 8 or 10 players, like Chris Rainey and all of them. It was like 8 or 10 of them that went out. That's why I was saying, like, everything he was saying was so relatable to me. And I was just like, damn, dog.
What made me go like, wow, was literally how small this world. Mad Sticks has some sort of tie to him. We have some sort of tie to him because we have teammates. We had teammates who were, coached by him or something like that, or we knew somebody who knew him at what. It's just the reach that he has, on everything is just, it's insane. And I'm glad he got to be able to tell, a good portion of his story. But again, when we get him on here before, best believe there will be a part two. There will be a part two with that. But man, again, that was a hell of a.
That's a great man right there.
Huh?
Like, just listening to the guy just makes you want to die for the guy. It's like, Jesus.
Seriously. That's what he was like. I could see the empathy in his eyes. I was like, he is not lying.
No.
Like, I'm sitting here going like, Coach, can I put some pads on and play? Can we like,
Yo, can we make this happen?
Like, my eligibility tonight.
Can we do something to because seriously, man, like that's why that the players who have played with him, if we've never played for him, but sitting here listening to him talk, we would play for him.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody that he coached definitely learned something, not so much as just the game of football, but life all in itself. That's something that a lot of coaches don't really do. They teach you football, but they don't teach you life aspects of what to prepare for. He did that for his guys, and he's touched so many lives, he's done so many things, and to be able to have that conversation with him, that was big time. That was big time. That was definitely something that we could all, and anybody listening or watching, anybody who listened to this conversation could bring something out of it. Whether it's something that they're going in their own lives or, somebody they might know, they can take words from Coach Zoe and be able to apply it to their lives to help them. Like everything that he said in that conversation was helpful in one way or shape or form. So
honestly, I'm pretty excited for that Zoom room.
Yeah.
Just to, sit there and listen to him.
Honestly, be able to talk and see how all that stuff goes, and like you said, the whole networking thing. Like the more we be able to talk to, coaches and stuff like that, getting more information, more stories where people come from to get to that spot. That's really what we want to hear. Yeah. People want to hear, oh, what are you doing now? What have you done for me lately? Blah 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 blah. Like I want to know, how did you get to this point? What is your story to where did you get to this point? And his story is just, it's amazing. And like I said, I'm going to throw out a petition or some shit to have Coach Zoe's life turned into a movie. Somehow, some way, it's going to happen.
Dude, I'm so serious. I was so serious when I said that. I'm like, if nobody do it, I'm going to do it. I promise you. I promise you, bro. Once I get this, like, I feel like, because when you were saying about educating yourself, I'm getting a little tongue-tied, but you were saying educate yourself, like, bro, I've been seriously trying to figure out, like, researching and reading like different scripts, trying to learn how to like write movies. Like, bro.
There we go.
It's
gonna turn into a fucking movie, whether he likes it or not. He gave that look like
this man's story is so relatable, almost to the point of it's like a cliche, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that story.
Yeah, no, most definitely.
And then even like this season for San Jose State, what they've accomplished, you know what I mean? Just that team could have a movie fucking made after him. What the fuck?
It's everywhere he goes, it's success and it's lessons taught. Like it's not just about the wins and losses. Like he's, making better men out of this whole thing. And that's what you got to really look at. Yeah, wins and losses. He's got championships. That's cool. But what has he done for the players to help them outside of that? And he's definitely done God's work for sure. He's helped out a whole lot of people. He's going to continue to do so. I cannot wait to talk to him further and, continue to kind of see where he goes. Like, because he could be a head coach in D1 someday. I don't know where, I don't know when, but I think he could. So we'll see where it goes. But again, Coach Zoe, thank you for joining us for the show. We can't wait to have you on again. Before we get into the breakdowns real quick, remember, because this is the longer show, because this is the last show we are going to have until New Year's. We will not have a show this Friday on Christmas, nor will we have a show next Tuesday. So let's get right down to it. But first, we got to talk about that raise real quick. Raise Energy, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not heard it already, you're getting tone deaf at this point. You need to start waking the fuck up and paying attention, because this is the best stuff on the planet today. Raise Energy takes that giant leap of faith with instilling a high quality formula to bring the customer a powerful yet sustained energetic experience to help push your workouts and focus to the next level. Perfect for anyone at any time, Raise Energy has become the most popular and best rated energy drink on the market to date, with a phenomenal flavor profile that puts most of the competitors to shame. Hydrating energy, rapid restorative recovery, razor sharp mental focus, zero sugar, intensified stamina, and the best part about it, absolutely no crash at all. There's a whole different assortment of flavors. You can get them at a GNC, you can get them at a vitamin shop, but you wouldn't be able to get the discount for the promo code that we have for you. So you go to repsports.com, reppsports.com, get yourself one of the sample packs. It'll send you 4 different flavors. You get to try each one, see which one you like the most. Or if there's already a flavor that you're eyeing, go down the list and get yourself a 12-pack of whatever flavor you want by using the promo code ALPHA-RAISE to get 15% off your order. So repsports.com, reppsports.com, promo code ALPHA-RAISE for 15% off. Become a part of the Raise Rebellion, people. What are you doing? Don't wait any longer. Get it done. Oh, yeah, I'm still.
Yo, we gotta just we gotta do like you gotta record an ad, bro.
I know.
Several times.
Yeah, we've talked about how we're gonna do that several times. Yeah, for sure. But we'll do it. I know we'll do it.
Yeah. You need to just record one, and that way we can just, call an ad break, and then we can just get right back into it.
Yeah.
And then just edit the ad in.
Well, I mean, I got to get the system to where it's basically like a broadcasting system. So that I'll be able to cut what camera goes to what. It's a whole setup that we need. I know what we need to get. It's just a pain in the ass having to go and get it.
We gotta start this GoFundMe.
I've started 2. Nothing.
All right, we gotta do 3 then. The first one gotta be for that barber to cut that little samurai ponytail off.
Yeah.
Then the computer.
Ain't going nowhere. Real quick though, when it comes to the cut, I love how Coach. So can we cuss? Yeah. Get your ass up. I'm like, he said ass. Come on, Coach. We've said much worse through the show.
Yeah, but you forgot he was on Good Morning America with Michael Strahan, bro. Like,
yeah, that shit said, man, I don't know Disney. That Coach. Hold on. Disney might be the one making the movie. Hold on.
Character.
The way he flipped it was so good.
Yo, that was the quickest flip I ever seen in my life, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, I love Mickey Mouse. What? Yeah.
He said, no, real talk. I love Disney. I love Disney. Oh my God.
Oh man. So damn good. All right, let's get into it. Let's hurry up and get the shit talking fucking over with. Niners.
Andy Dalton beat your ass.
Let's go.
Hey, hold on. Before we get to that.
No, let's hurry up and get through it.
Can we I'm on the toilet though, like I'm trying to give you the full reaction. You know what? Fuck it. We're here. We're here. I kept trying to tell you. We had Pizza Hut in this house. A bunch of us is like hogging the toilet. I'm one of them. Now you gonna sit here and lie about it? It's not been a good thing. So I'm kind of like boycott Pizza Hut. They ain't doing nothing racially wrong. It definitely fucked the black man's stomach up today. I can tell you that much.
The hilarious part about it is that shit behind you is like 9 feet tall and you're already above it. How small is your toilet, bro?
No, because you know how some fucking architects they try to be feng shui and shit and make a little ass cubby hole right around the toilet. Like, the fuck is this? Like, bro, I have no room. Like, my arms are literally here. Like, I got no room at all. So, this little whoever built this house, not your best work, fam. I'm gonna just be honest with you. But since we're going to this Niner game first.
Yeah, I just wanted to get it all done. Now you're eating on the toilet.
Got a lot to say.
Who eats on the toilet?
Fat people, in which I am a part of that community. But I'm definitely finna go in on these nanas. What is up? How we can start any game but this one, but if you want to go here first, if you want to get your demise out the way first.
That's what I was planning on doing. That's why I did it.
Okay, all right, cool. You trying to be rabbit this thing. I get you. Yeah, I'm watching, you know what I mean? Wink, smash my girl.
Nah.
Hey, all right, cool. Let's go. Since we going, I'm gonna be all the way honest with you. I had no intention on watching that Niner game until I saw, because I'm like, the game coast 10-10. It was 7-7, 10-10, 17-17. I'm like, 24-24. I'm like, I ain't watching that bullshit. Then I saw the Cowboys go up. Oh, then they got the ball back. I was like, whoa! Turn the TV on now.
Yeah, Nick Mullins was not my favorite fucking player that week.
Hey, that week, fam, Nick Mullins has been Nick Mullins all year. I don't know why you trying to make it seem like week to week he's been different. He's been the same consistent.
The only reason why it pissed me
the whole time.
The only reason why it pissed me off more than anything in the world is because the Dallas has one of the worst fucking defenses in the league. Yet Nick Mullins decided, I'm gonna throw it to the white jersey. Oh, star. Yeah. Oh, we're losing to one of the worst teams in the league. I'm
Obviously, we had the worst team in the league because y'all, we beat y'all. So.
Oh, obviously, we are the worst team in the fucking league.
Yeah, y'all the worst team in the league. So.
No, you not. No, you not. No, you not. No, you not. No.
Tampa Bay is the worst.
You wanna know? You wanna know?
No. I know who the worst team is. I know who the worst team is.
Been bowling ball passes up the field, so you stop.
Hold on. I know who the worst team is.
Come on, give it to me.
Despite their win, they're still the worst team because they don't know how to fucking lose properly. The Jets beat the Rams 23-20, which now puts the Jags at number 1 to get Trevor Lawrence. The Jets can't even fucking take properly. Like, what is good? That's why they're the worst team. Who are you going with?
I was gonna say the Rams. Shit. I put it on my story. I put it on my story and I was like, shout out to Marshall, but you ain't gonna like this player. Hey, look. Hey, I said it straight up. If you are a playoff team, I'm gonna say it the exact same way. If you are a playoff team, you can't allow a winless team to beat you and still be allowed in the playoffs. You should forfeit your playoff spot. You gotta forfeit your playoff spot. Them boys on pace to be 0-16, the third NFL team to be 0-16, and you let them beat you. You are the worst team in football. Scratch that. The Pittsburgh Steelers are the worst team. They lost to a team with no name. They lost to a team with no quarterback.
Lost 3 straight.
Yeah, Pittsburgh and the Rams are like toss-ups. Like, y'all fake good.
Anyone else agree that Juju should probably stop dancing on people's 50-yard
Nah, keep doing that shit. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Because if you can get the Bengals to play good, and they've been sorry as hell, keep doing it. Keep doing it. Motivate the other team to beat y'all, because I need y'all to keep losing so Baker Mayfield can get the first spot. I'm going to tell you right now, they about to lose. The Steelers about to lose to the Colts, and then the Browns going to beat them, and Baker Mayfield takes the first spot in that division. And I'll keep trying to tell you that it was possible. You ain't think they was going to lose.
No, we talked about it. We talked about it on the last show. If the Steelers continue to fucking just absolutely collapse, then the Browns, if they win out, they have a shot to take it.
No, bro.
We talked about this.
You see, you made it a possibility.
Oh, it's still not going to happen. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
The Steelers are going to keep losing. I gave them the Bengals win. I wrote that off. I said they might toss up to the Colts. But
if the Steelers are going to keep losing, then the Ravens are going to be the ones that take it over. Plain and simple.
What? Y'all keep at
Ravens even had the tiebreaker on the Browns too.
They got it on the Browns, but the Browns got more wins, like point blank period. Like they got more wins total. The Ravens are 9-5, 9-6. The Browns are like 10-4.
Ravens are 9-5.
9-5. The Browns are 10-4. Been trying to tell you, the Browns finna play the Jets, and then they got the Steelers. They are about to go first place. That's what I've been trying to tell you. I've been trying to tell you that Baker Mayfield's finna take the first spot because he just got a coach this year.
Why is it the more times we talk about something, the more you end up looking like fucking Nostradamus? Get your ass in a lottery ticket, you asshole.
I'm a fucking psychic.
What are you doing here?
I'm a psychic.
Yeah. Take that psychic and put it in a fucking lottery ticket.
Nah, on gamble. It don't work for gambling. I'm gonna just say that right now. It don't work for
right. Yeah, no, it doesn't work with gambling.
It don't work for gambling. But look, I can tell you it did kind of work for gambling because in my other fantasy football league, I'm going to the chip. I'm going to the chip.
Oh, yeah. Very cool.
Chip. You know what I'm saying? Josh Allen with 37 of them things. Help me out. Because I was projected to get my ass whooped. I'm like, go to you. Josh Allen.
I have Josh Allen in my other league too, and he just said, hold on, let me handle this lightweight real quick. And then I'll go fucking. Bills kicked the shit. Didn't we predict that the Bills were going to beat the Broncos by like 20 plus?
Yeah, we called it up. Yeah, we called that.
Yeah, 48-19. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, but what game?
People don't bet on it though.
Huh?
Why are you in the waiting room?
Let me in because my phone about to die, so I'm going on my computer.
Hey. So yeah, he's the other man, so you can turn his phone off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have 2 matchsticks on the screen.
There you go. There you go. All right.
So there we go.
All right. There we go. Oh, good. Okay, so yeah, 41-33, Cowboys beat the 49ers. Yeah, exactly that. Did that come out of your ass, Kay, just now? What? No?
My computer's muted, dude.
Oh, okay. How
He
strong
felt
would
it coming.
be through the mute?
That was one of them trying to be funny. Most likely, Mr. Giggles here.
I'll take credit for that.
Oh shit! All right, Raiders lost to the Chargers. The collapse continues. 30-27. Herbert 7 games with 300 plus passing yards. That's NFL rookie record. We just talked about it earlier. The Bills beat the shit out of the Broncos 48-19. Packers beat the Panthers 24-16. Washington football team Start
Hold on. The Packers looking real suspect. Nobody want to say it. The Packers looking real suspect. The Packers they won by what? That's 8 points, 8 points to the Panthers? Come on, man. They looking real suspect, man.
I mean, they're still 11-3. So 14-2 at home since 2019, including the playoffs.
One of them losses was to Brady. I'm gonna let you know that. One of them losses was to Thomas. Edward Patrick Brady Jr.
You know his full name?
Shout out to Skip Bayless.
He's got a middle name of Patrick?
Shout out to his middle name is Edward and Patrick. Shout out to Skip Bayless. And his junior.
Edward Patrick.
Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr.
Yeah, we'll stick
Not
with
to Skip Bayless.
TB12. That's much better. All right, so then Washington football team lost by 5, 20-15. They're pulling a comeback towards the end, but they didn't get it done. Seahawks clinched their playoff berth with that win over Washington. Bears.
Russell was going to do it.
I mean,
Russell didn't do it enough.
yeah, for fantasy-wise.
Hey, Caleb, you Caleb for that W.
Yeah. But didn't we all pick the Vikings for this?
Oh, wait, which win?
Vikings over the Bears? That's what we picked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Bears won 33-27. Chicago got 30-plus points in 3 straight games for the first time since 2013. Jesus. Wow. Well, Bears are now 500. Vikings winning streak is over. But can they still make the playoffs? Yeah? No? Yes? No? Anyone?
The Bears?
No, the Vikings.
The Vikings?
At 6-8.
I mean, shit, the Cowboys about to do it at 6-8, so why not?
Hold on, I was flushing the toilet and washing my hands. All right, here come the blasphemy that Man Sticks is with the bullshit. Cowboys.
Yeah, Washington football team ain't going.
The Cowboys 3 games back. Them boys is out of there.
They ain't 3 games back now because everybody in the East lost.
They're 1 game back.
Oh, that's right. Everybody
Yeah.
did.
Mm-hmm.
And you be an NFC team. Congratulations, You 1 game back, but I'm gonna just let you know right now, for certain.
It was the worst team in the NFC was.
For certain, a team with no name. The no-name Gypsies is going to the doggone playoffs. Just cancel Christmas. Cancel your little Cowboy Christmas. Just like the Niners got to cancel their little Arizona Christmas.
Christmas.
I mean,
let's just not even go back to Arizona. Let's just cancel the rest of our fucking games. We're already mathematically eliminated from the whole shit. Fuck it. Let's go back home.
Your Niners starting. They starting Bethard this weekend.
Yeah, because they don't made y'all. Y'all playing the game on Amazon Prime, bro. y'all playing the game on Amazon Prime, bro. It's only gonna be 30 people watching that game, fam. And Bezos is not gonna be one of them.
Calm down, Kay. Goddamn.
I'm about to die, bro. I'm about to die. Yo,
bro, we just signed Josh Rosen off the fucking practice squad.
Mm-hmm.
The Buccaneers practice squad.
Why you saying that like it's a bad thing?
Because it's a fucking terrible thing.
How is that terrible when you got a guy named CJ?
Yes.
You got a guy named CJ throw 3 passes and the Niner fans like, we should have played him the whole game. Bro, he threw 3 passes. He threw 3 passes.
Hold on, real quick, Kay, For Caleb's past his bedtime. Everybody, say bye to the quarterback.
Good night, guys.
Bye, Caleb. Bye, Caleb.
Good night.
Happy birthday, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
He is in Texas.
See ya.
Yeah, see ya. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, there you go. All right.
So much love.
It's my baby brother. I got to. All right. Next one on the Dolphins beat the Patriots, eliminating the Patriots from playoff contention. First time they missed the playoffs since 2008 when Tom Brady tore his ACL. Patriots dynasty's dead. Thank God. Done with
You
it.
happy, but Brady on the playoff team right now.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Patriots. I'm sick of the Patriots being in the fucking thing. Done.
Yeah, but
Done
it's
with
not
it.
the same Patriots.
You're right. It's not the same Patriots, so the dynasty is dead. Yep.
I guess.
Dead. D-E-D. Next one on the list, Ravens and the Jaguars. Ravens kicked the shit out of the Jags, who are now the number 1 overall pick in the race to get Trevor Lawrence. Baltimore's won 3 straight games, lost 4 previous 5. So they're starting to come back after that little losing slump that they had there. So we'll see what they do the last few weeks of the season. Buccaneers, Falcons. Falcons, in typical fashion, did what they do best and said, fuck it. We're going to be up 20, what was it? We're going to be up 27-3 or 27-0, and we're still going to lose. That's exactly what happened. Brady basically did what he did to the Falcons in the Super Bowl, just as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer this time, 31-27. The Falcons are the absolute king of shitting the bed late in the game to lose.
Damn.
On getting a big lead, thinking you're gonna win, and then just shafting the bed. That's just who the Falcons are. 4-10 is what they're at now. Tom Brady went 7. He's 7-0 in his career versus Atlanta, including the playoffs. Yeah, they're including the fucking Super Bowl in that one. That shit, man. If you're the Falcons, bro, you got to do a complete overhaul. You got to do something about that defense too, because what the fuck, bro? What is going on there in Atlanta? You got new jerseys. You got a brand new stadium last year. You know, you have basically on paper the offense to be lighting up the scoreboard every single time, but your defense is shit. You know, so I don't know, man. Atlanta's got to figure something out because
It's so much to unpack here. Firstly, I told you in the beginning of the year that them fucking jerseys was ugly as shit, and these dudes wasn't gonna play well with those ugly ass jerseys. That's first. Secondly, Brady needs some credit because the man threw for 320 in the second half, 320 yards in 2 quarters.
Didn't he do that in the Super Bowl against Atlanta? Didn't he do something like that against them? I'm pretty sure the statistics were almost identical.
It could have been, but I feel like I'm trying to remember which game that he threw for. Oh, that was against Philly. He threw for 505 against Philly. Oh yeah, it was something similar to that in that 28-3 comeback. But bro, like Brady need more credit. Like people need to understand. Like yes, Atlanta is not a good team. They didn't have Julio. Calvin Ridley was going off. I can say that. I can say one thing for certain. My pass defense is horrible. Because if that team was named fucking Green Bay or fucking Kansas City, we taking out, or I mean, not Kansas City, like New Orleans, that's a worse L. We couldn't give Michael Thomas that much yards when Calvin really had that early. Nah, bro. We would have got dogged out again. So it's all good. It's all good. But I will say, Niners suck. Shout out to the Cowboys. Y'all help me out. What's the next game?
Titans versus the Niners. Titans versus the Lions. What am I thinking right now? So hung up on that fucking loss. I'm thinking every team that lost this week is the fucking Niners.
Man, I just had a good week. Both my teams won this week, man. You can't don't get no better than this. The Niners, both teams won. Niners eliminated from the playoffs, man. It's a good week.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, a broke clock wrong twice, and you won twice in 1 week. You better hope y'all win another game.
You see, I'm celebrating right here. I got the big one.
Hey, Josh, man. Hey, what I will say is depending on what you cooking, you might need to put some sugar in that pot for all that salt you got in that motherfucker.
I like the extra salt in it right now.
You do, that sodium gonna kill you, fam. I'm gonna go lie to you.
Yep. It's okay. It's okay. More than okay with it. Yeah, Titans beat the shit out of the Lions 46-25. Derrick Henry fucking did what Derrick Henry does. Went off. And then I'm telling you, he's going to get the 2,000.
He might get it. What's the last two games again?
The Packers with a shitty rushing off defense. And then I think the last team. Who's the last team that the Titans got?
Yeah, they're not gonna get it. He's not gonna get it. Aaron Rodgers finna manage the fuck out this game.
And the Texans at the end.
Yeah, he's not gonna get it. Aaron Rodgers gonna manage the game.
I think he's gonna get it.
Aaron Rodgers gonna manage the game. He's not gonna get the ball like that.
He needs 321. He needs 321 to get there.
Yeah,
321.
321.
That's why
2 games.
He's at
that's why I
1679.
That's nothing.
Yeah, but the reason why I say he might not, because Aaron Rodgers is gonna manage the game. The only way you beat the Titans, you got to keep the ball.
Even if he gets less than 150 yards, he's gonna make up for it against the fucking Texans, who are absolutely terrible on defense.
Nah, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, Deshaun Watson will try to play the Grim Reaper, bro. I'll drag you down with me.
I think Derrick Henry's gonna get 2,000.
So the magic number is 160. He need 160 in both of these games. 160 is like 160 and a half. So
that's doable.
Yeah,
that's doable against 2 rushing defense who are absolutely garbage. Bad rushing defenses, bro. I'm telling you, he's getting 2,000. He might fuck around and break the record.
Nah.
Like,
cool your jets.
I'm just saying.
Nah. 2,000. I'm morally, honestly, bro, I'm morally hoping that Aaron Rodgers manages the game. I'm be honest with you. I don't like
not going to be able to manage it as much as they would want to, because Derrick Henry's going to be the one who's managing the fucking game with his carries.
I mean,
that's who's managing the game.
I ain't gonna say that's the reason why I say that is because Aaron Rodgers is very smart. He's very smart.
Is smart, but he can't do shit when he's not on the field.
That's what I'm saying. When he
defense either.
So I'm trying to say if the Packers can control the ball for like 30 plus minutes, that's kind of hard. Like that gives Tannehill more room, because if they managing the clock a lot and they're scoring, there's no way the Titans beat the Packers. There's no way, bro. Bro, Aaron Rodgers is playing crazy out of his mind.
He is.
So that's what I'm saying about managing the game. They would try to make him and Cliff Kingsbury make a game plan to control the ball, because the only way.
Wait.
The wrong coach. That's the fucking Cardinals. Sorry.
Yeah,
that's
Matt LaFleur.
Matt LaFleur. Yeah, I know. Yes. I know it was one of them weird ass fucking names. Young ass coach. Weird ass name. It was one of them fuckers. Kingsbury and LaFleur. Both of them sound like hockey players. The fuck? But yeah, I feel like Aaron Rodgers will control that game, bro.
We'll see. They're gonna need to, because bro, I think Derrick Henry can break 200 against the Packers. I think he can beat the Packers like by himself with over 200 yards.
There's a difference between him and Dalvin Cook, because not as a player, I'm talking about motivation. Dalvin Cook got drafted to the Vikings, so he understands that hatred between those two teams. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the Titans and the Packers, there's no real hatred. It's just like
I don't think rivalry has anything to do with it. Derrick Henry just runs angry every fucking week, no matter who he plays.
That's what again, none of this has anything to do about Derrick Henry's ability. All of it has everything to do about opportunity. I think Aaron Rodgers is gonna minimize Derrick Henry's opportunities to run the ball and to eat. That's my opinion, because when you run the ball, you eat the clock. So if Derrick Henry's running the ball and he's doing this thing, you gotta understand he's gonna get tackled. It ain't like Buddy don't get tackled. Like it's hard to tackle him, but he's gonna get tackled.
Yeah.
So when he gets tackled, the clock still runs, especially he running the ball. Unless he running out of bounds, the clock's still running. So eventually Ryan Tannehill got to be involved. And that's why they're gonna lose the game. That's what I'm saying. Aaron Rodgers is gonna manage the game to where Ryan Tannehill is gonna have to beat them versus Derrick Henry. Because you're gonna have to
Ryan Tannehill's been playing solid football this year. I think he would be able to do it.
Bro, anytime I've been watching this season.
You forget the Titans have scored more touchdowns than any team this year.
How many we got this year of those touchdowns? I know Tannehill got 30 plus touchdowns or 20 plus. So I'm not trying to discredit what Buddy doing. What I will say is there is the whole reason why is that if you're gonna do that to Baker Mayfield, then you got to do it to Ryan Tannehill the exact same way, the exact same fucking way.
Fine. Fine. I'll let you have that one.
Yeah, because you got no argument for that shit. He's like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we gotta move on. All right. Colts beat the Texans 27-20. Indy's won 10 of the last 13 games. They're 10-4. They're looking pretty solid to win the AFC South there. Eagles, Cardinals. Cardinals beat the Eagles 33-26, moving to 8-6. Arizona's 4-0 versus the NFC East for the first time since 2014. So Cardinals have been pretty good against the NFC East this year. They picked a pretty good year to do that. So next one on the list, the Jets, the ones who can't tank properly, beat the Rams 23-20. I couldn't believe when I was watching this game. I was going like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, please tell me the Rams are going to come back. Nope, they're not going to come back and win this game. Great. The Jets win, move to 1-13, and are now number 2 on the overall pick, who probably going to lose out on Trevor Lawrence and go get Justin Fields, or maybe even trade out of the number 2 pick. Who knows?
Didn't Trask declare for the draft?
Huh?
Didn't Trask declare for the draft?
I think so.
Hey, I'll get him. If you can't get Trevor Lawrence, I'll go get Trask. Trask, nice as fuck, dude.
Over Fields?
Huh?
Over Justin Fields?
Fuck yeah. Bro, did you see the fights that those illegal hits caused for Florida, fam? Like, when they were hitting Trask after the plays, Florida players was like coming off the bench. And he wasn't even in the game. Fam, like, Trask commands respect.
What?
Ohio State gets good players because of the prestige of the name. Florida ain't getting that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? They are, but they not. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, bro, Trask, hey, bro, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't like giving credit to no other team other than my Hurricanes, but Trask, bro, Trask that dude, dog. He that dude, man.
Or Trash could be trash when he gets to the NFL.
Yeah, that was just too easy. That was entirely
too easy. Entirely too easy, but I had to jump on it because nobody else was going to, so fuck it. Doing it. Chiefs beat the Saints 32-29. Chiefs have won 11 straight road games, which is the longest active streak in the NFL, 13-1 to the Saints 10-4, giving more breathing room and life to the Tampa Bay Bucks' hopes of winning the NFC South. Next game on the list, the Browns versus the Giants. Browns beat the Giants 20-6. Cleveland's 10-plus wins for the first time since 2007. Looking to keep their playoff hopes alive these next 2 weeks. Steelers, Juju needs to stop dancing on the 50 because he's getting blown the fuck up every time he does stupid shit like that. When you go to another team's 50-yard line and start disrespecting the logo, teams take that shit seriously.
Mm-hmm.
So teams take that shit to heart. So when you go and do that shit, did Juju deserve to get smacked the way he did? Abso-fucking-lutely. Now, he says he's going to keep doing it. I say, he shouldn't. For the sake of the Steelers season.
No, fuck that shit.
for you to say it, yeah, because you're wanting the Browns to go so you can prove me wrong. You're doing it as fight.
I want Baker to live. Plus, stay with me. I don't like Big Ben, and we all know that. I think you're a rapist. I don't want rapists to win. I don't. That's just my whole MO, bro. You could be whatever pigmentation. I don't like rapists, and I don't want them to win. So keep dancing, Juju. Dance.
Well, Bengals beat the shit out of the Steelers 27-17. Cincinnati's first win at home versus Pittsburgh since week 2 of 2013. And they did this without Joe Burrow on the field. So that was this week's slew of games. Again, since we're not going to be here on Friday nor Tuesday, we're going to just quickly run through this coming week's games, make our pick'ems. Let's start it up. Fuck it, 49ers Cardinals. I'm going to pick the Cardinals.
Oh, shit. We got to document this shit.
I'm picking the Cardinals, 1, because we're done. 2, we're playing as an away team in a stadium that we're still technically a home team in, but it's also a stadium that we're shit in. So I'm not voting with my heart this time. I'm picking just straight up. Cardinals are going to win this game. If the Niners win, good. If they don't, it's no longer a surprise either. Matt Six, who you got?
Since you heard it here, ladies, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. I'm going for the Cardinals.
There you go. Okay.
Yo, I gotta get past the fact that hurt you so much. That hurts you so much. Dog, I know how bad
I told you what losing to the Cowboys was going to do to my fucking mentality. I told you what that was going to do. Thank God Coach Zoe was on the show first so my blood pressure wouldn't rise in the very fucking beginning of the show. So thank God for that. But now I'm getting into the reality of things. Fuck it.
Man, we been had your number. I don't know why you surprised.
You kiss my ass with that shit.
Hey, yo,
you're picking the Cardinals?
So fucking funny.
Okay, you picking the Cardinals?
I mean, firstly, let's evaluate both teams. Kyler Murray and CJ Beathard.
That's all the evaluating. Let's fucking move on. He's picking the Cardinals.
Yeah, D-Hop just gave me 30 points. Yes, I'm picking the Cardinals. Let's go, D-Hop.
Next on the list, Saints versus the Vikings. Saints at home. I'm going to pick Saints. Yeah. Matt, who you got?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Saints on that one.
You know what?
Okay.
Y'all boys, y'all got to be drunk. You picking out of spite. I'm picking the Vikings. You want to know why? All right, so the Saints defense has only been showing up against teams they actually had history with.
Right.
So they gonna play their best against the Bucks, so we arch rivals. And people hate the fact that Tom Brady came to the Bucks. They gonna play well against us. They're gonna lose to the Vikings. They're gonna lose to the Vikings.
That game has become a rivalry all in itself these last few years with playoff situations. With everything that's happened with them, the Saints and Vikings have their own little playoff rivalry and stuff going on. So them playing in the regular season, we'll see if the Vikings get any ref help to fuck over the Saints in this one. But are you picking the Vikings?
Yeah, I don't think the refs helped the Vikings last time. I just think the Saints
push off. No,
the Stephon Diggs shit.
That too.
All right, Buddy grabbed his face mask before that. We ain't even gonna say it. So,
next one on the list here: Buccaneers versus the Lions.
Come on, Spam.
They're in Detroit. Like that matters. Yeah, the Bucs are going to win this game. Matt Six.
Detroit.
Spiteful ass.
Hey, fam, I was on your side last week. This how you do it? This how we do it right here? Oh,
motherfucker.
This how we gonna do it? Oh, wow. Wow. You think you
Jesus Christ.
Hey, blame it on the alcohol.
Hey, he gonna come back on Saturday and be like, yo.
Now you can ask him, hey, you drunk? Yeah.
Yep. I'll admit it.
Damn. Oh, shit. All right. Dolphins versus the Raiders. I'm going to pick the Dolphins. Mad Six?
Yeah, Dolphins.
Okay.
Going fans.
All right. Colts versus Steelers in Pittsburgh. I'm going to go with the Colts.
Yep.
Colts. Mad Six?
Colts.
Colts it is. Chiefs versus Falcons. I don't think we even need to go over this one. We're going to the Chiefs. I'm going with the Chiefs. Anybody else any different?
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
didn't think
bro.
so.
Oh,
Did not think so. Bears versus
like shit.
Bears versus the Jaguars. Jaguars aren't going to squander the opportunity to get Trevor Lawrence, so they're going to lose this game, tank it somehow. Bears are going to win. I'm going with the Bears. Matt
I'm gonna say the Jaguars by 3.
So the Jaguars don't know how to tank either.
Nope.
That's really what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay, who you got? Bears or Jags?
Nobody want that 0 at the end of the year.
You said the Jaguars don't know how to lose.
Oh, they know how to lose, but they ain't finna lose this. They ain't finna lose this one.
On that 6.
Oh, okay.
What? No, I mean I heard you, but fam, they losing that game. Them boys. Hey, look, I won't be surprised if Jaguars double back. Realistically, Trevor Lawrence should have been like, man, look, I'll take the Jets over the Jags any day. Hey, look, Florida cool. It's hot. You know what I'm saying? I'm still in the South. You know what I mean? Like I'm accustomed to that, but man, look. Man, look. The Jags, bro. Actually, no, if the Jags get Trevor Lawrence, them boys would be nice for real. Because they got receivers. They got a young running back.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be nice for real. But I still got no faith in them doing shit. So
they might fuck it up. All right. So
that's here and there.
Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears. Bear down. Bengals versus the Texans in Houston. The way the Texans have been playing. And the Bengals are coming off of a high of beating Pittsburgh. I'm going to go with the Bengals here.
Man, that was their Super Bowl. They ain't winning the game.
You're going to go Texans?
I'm going to go Texans.
Yeah, I'm going Texans too because the Bengals don't win that game if Juju don't do the TikTok. And that's just being real.
That's fair.
They got no motivation to win that game other than Juju. So
he gonna do TikTok. Tomlin already said he finna talk to him, but I don't think it's gonna change nothing. He said he finna do him, and
fam, I need people to realize Mike Tomlin is a black coach, and we should have more black coaches. But realistically, Mike Tomlin's soft as fuck. Like, I'm just go ahead and say it. I don't think nobody want to say it because they trying to be respectful and politically correct. I ain't. I'm country K. Country is the first word. Tomlin is soft in the motherfucker, dog. Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. He be letting these players go crazy, dog. Like, dog, Juju ain't no distraction or nothing, but he be getting people like, when you get other teams' head in the game, bro, that's not cool, dog. Especially when he ain't like Juju. I'm gonna get a Juju jersey. I like Juju. I like his energy. I like the fact that he was playing well when he had AB and all that. But man, look, bro, Juju would be nice soon as Big Ben retire. Let's just say it like that. Big Ben gonna retire this year with him and Drew Brees gonna drive in the sunset. You know what I'm saying, together, and that's pretty much it, dog. Because I feel like Juju nice, but he giving teams too much motivation to beat them, especially when they team fragile as hell. It's like they ain't no complete team, and people really starting to see that shit. So, yeah.
Fair. Ravens versus the Giants in Baltimore. I'm going to go to the Ravens. Okay.
Yeah, Ravens.
At 6.
Ravens.
Browns versus the Jets.
It's gonna hurt his soul. Go ahead, Josh. We know what Mastic's picking. Go ahead, Josh.
Fuck it, I'm gonna be with Mad Sticks on this. I'm just gonna go with the Jets. Fuck the Browns.
Kitchen whipping, dipping chickens. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck Baker Mayfield and the Browns. That's all I gotta say about that. Let me add a
Cooking
little bit more salt to that to the fucking wound.
Baker in the kitchen whipping, cooking chicken. You hear me? I'm telling you,
Burns the shit too.
watch Baker go for
Burns shit.
300 again. 300. He go
You know
over
Baker
300.
Mayfield doesn't know how to fucking grill.
Baker go over 300. Baker from Texas, firstly. Ain't he from Texas? Yeah, he from Texas. So yeah, he know how to grill. Yeah, he damn sure know how to grill.
Yeah, he went to Oklahoma where they don't know how to grill. He went to where he fit in. That's where he went. He said, I can't
He
grill
left
and I can't
Texas-
do shit as
he
well
left
as
Texas
people in
Tech
Texas.
as a walk.
So I'm going to go to Oklahoma where they fucking rebuild in Tornado Alley for no good reason at all.
300. Baker for 300.
Let's see. Washington versus the Panthers. I think I'm going to go Washington here. At 6?
Panthers.
Okay.
He got a strategy or some shit. Like he's just taking all the underdogs I'm seeing.
Mhm.
Like that's all.
Hey,
This
I
is,
took them last
bro.
week and look what happened. My Cowboys in
What was
second
your
place
record?
right now. I told y'all this Cowboys going to win this division. Y'all think I'm
Record was
playing?
8-8.
What was your record last week? Did you count?
I didn't even count. I think most of them I end up most of my picks except for a couple I won.
Okay.
Except for a couple that you won? Oh.
A couple that
So you
that I
only
didn't
won
win,
the
but-
Cowboys and Jets picks?
Nah. Only game I really cared about was the Niners losing. That's the only thing that mattered to me. That was my Super Bowl. So if I don't even make it, I don't even care. We still in it. Y'all not in it. So that's all that mattered to me.
Y'all both gonna be at the crib arguing with each other. Like
Right with you too.
We beat y'all 19 times to 17. You don't see we tied once. Go me the house. Don't drag me into y'all train wreck. I heard you. I'm going to playoffs. The Saints gonna keep losing. Damn it. The Saints gonna keep losing, man.
Broncos versus the Chargers. Both 5-9. I'm gonna go with the Chargers on this one. I still can't trust their defense, but I think against the Broncos, they'll fare pretty well. I'm gonna go with the Chargers. Matt 6.
I'll go with the Chargers on that one.
Okay.
Yep, Herbert.
Seahawks versus the Rams in Seattle. Rams just lost to the Jets, so they're probably not going to win another game. Seahawks. Okay.
Well, Seattle. Josh Gordon is back for this game.
Yep. No,
Josh Gordon is back. I think he'll about to score like 2 touchdowns. Then he'll be back in rehab next week. But but at least for this game, he gonna score 2 touchdowns and
He's gonna score 2 touchdowns in rehab next week.
Those fellas fought. Oh shit!
Spot on.
What a ref! What a ref, man! Hey, get him out of here! Get him out the cage! Get him out the cage! He out here targeting. Hey, coach! Hey, you went for my knees, coach. Oh
no! Next one down on the list: Cowboys and Eagles in Dallas. I'm gonna pick the Eagles.
Hey, I was gonna pick the Rams last pick. I'm gonna just let you know that. But you said Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm picking the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm with your girl on this one, fam. Eagles, fuck it. Fly, Eagles, fly. Go, Eagles, go. EAGLES. Eagles, let's go.
The Eagles are about to get shot down by the Cowboys. Is what's going to happen.
You're confusing the Eagles' chance with the Jets' chance.
He got a Pro Bowler. There's no Pro Bowlers on your team.
They don't even matter.
It kind of does.
No, not really. They didn't.
It kind of does.
Y'all had a Super Bowl team, and y'all so.
It's fine. You haven't had a Super Bowl since '90.
That's all right.
Both of y'all ain't had no Super Bowl since '90. What you talking about?
We've at least been there.
95. What you talking about?
been
You
there.
both was right behind each other.
We have at least been to the game.
Hey, you went to the dance. You ain't get the girl. You right.
They showed up at the stadium. Let's get it right.
Hey, he was parking lot pimping.
There we go. Fucking scalping tickets on the sideline. Yeah, that's what we were doing.
Hey, you was like the Bills fans.
Elaborate on that.
You causing mayhem in the parking lot, but you ain't even give a damn about the actual game.
Oh no, they give a damn about the actual game in Bills Mafia. Trust me on that one.
I know.
Speaking of Bills Mafia,
I'm talking about all the videos we see. But go ahead.
Yeah. Bills versus the Patriots. Monday Night Football. In Foxborough. I think the Bills are going to beat the shit out of the Patriots.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be 14 plus.
Yeah, I think the Bills going to have a field day.
Okay.
Yeah, now I'm faith in Justin Herbert.
He played for the Chargers.
You fucking kidding me right now, okay? Get the goddamn program.
I'm dead scared. Fam, you seriously think the Bills gonna lose that game? Why are we talking about this shit, man? Let's talk about something that actually matters. Like, we know the Bills finna beat the shit out of these dudes, man. Like, I'm just joking.
Good Lord. Packers versus the Titans for Sunday Night Football. I'm going to pick the Titans here. Derrick Henry's going to go over 200. Calling it. What you got, Matt Six?
That's going to be a good one. That's I think the Packers are going to pull that one out. It's going to be close, but I think the Packers are going to pull that one out.
Okay.
Packers. I'm telling you, I already made my case several times.
You know, pick the Packers, huh? All right. Well, there we go. Made our picks for the weekend. And we'll discuss everything next. Am I supposed to give a
Man,
shit
Six
about
knows the jersey. Man, Six knows the jersey.
It's Cowboys jersey.
I told you I was gonna put it up, but I couldn't. I forgot. This Kenny Gant, the one I told you from Lakeland and all that.
Mm-hmm.
He played for the Cowboys, got a ring with the boys. And I told you it's gonna be my profile picture. And I told you it's gonna be my profile picture. If the Cowboys win, I forgot to put it up. I'll put it up next week. So just so you know.
Yeah, cool.
He's hurt.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we will not be here on Friday for Christmas, but we will be back here next Friday for New Year's. So we're taking 2 episode days off. So Friday and Tuesday we will be done, but we will come back for episode 50 on New Year's. Once again, whoever was here chilling with us, listening to the show on the audio and everything, thank you for hanging out with us. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thanks for Coach Zoe, Alonzo Carter coming up here with us and hanging out, telling a lot of his story. And see, okay. For those of you guys who are listening and haven't watched it, Matt Six is being a complete douchebag right now. That's what he's doing. Yeah, and Kay is just eating it the fuck up. All right. Once again, yeah, thanks, Coach Zoe, for joining us, telling his story. Definitely insightful.
Can I say one thing?
What?
I know that fuck is gonna hurt your soul. Hey, if you didn't know, CeeDee Lamb got a touchdown on the onside kick.
I like that run by Tony Pollard, too, where he broke away from like 5 feet.
gotta wrap up this fucking show.
No.
We're done. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Again, thanks, Coach Joe. Go follow him. Go follow him on Twitter at the Real Coach Carter, and on Instagram, Coach Alonzo Carter. Go follow him. Get into those Zoom meetings if you can. Learn something from him, because he's taught definitely us a lot during this show, and he's definitely taught a lot of people outside of this show. So go learn more about Coach Zoe. We're going to get his life into a movie one day. I promise you it's going to happen. But again, thank you, Coach Zoe, for hanging out with us. Can't wait to hang out with him again soon. Congratulations, San Jose State, making history, 7-0. Mountain West champs 2020. As much adversity as that team went through this year, to still do what they did is, like Caleb said earlier in the show, that's a fucking movie all in itself. So good for them. Hopefully they pull out the bowl game, go 8-0. That'd be good too. For us, go to the JAFFO's AP on Twitter and Alpha PvP for the Pernada Bros Productions Twitter. Facebook, Pernada Bros Productions, and then go to the group for the JAFFOs, and then for Instagram it's PvP Sports. Mastix, where they find you at?
DJMastix.com, DJ Mastix at Instagram, DJ Mastix at Facebook, Allies for Black Lives, Placer County.
DJMastix.com?
Yep, DJMastix.com, yep.
Too much to drink, man. You got to remember what you're fucking selling here.
Right.
What are you doing?
Nah, because I've been having to lock stuff down because of the protest this weekend. I've been having to lock stuff down, so I got to change a lot of stuff right now. So it was crazy out there this weekend, but I got to change a lot of sites and come up with some fictitious names here and just kind of go hiding right now. Yeah, so it's all good.
Okay, where do they find you, man?
Country K863. That'll be KOUNTRY K863. When you hit me up, make sure you put the hashtag, don't forget the K, so I know it's real. Let's talk about, how the Niners embarrass themselves, you know what I mean? Being the only Bay Area team. No. Oh, bro, he pressed circle so fucking fast. Yo, my man pressed circle. If you got a PlayStation controller, my man pressed circle so fucking fast.
And muted that.
I can unmute myself. He pressed circle so damn fast.
Stop unmuting yourself. I'm trying to end this shit.
Mastix put up a video that ain't my phone.
Yeah. For those of you who are listening, go watch. I'm not going to fucking explain what just happened. All right. So we will see you guys on New Year's Day. Everyone be safe this holiday season, this Christmas. If you're going to be around a big group of people, mask up, do your distancing, sanitize, wash your hands, wash your ass, do everything that you need to do to be safe during this whole thing. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy whatever else. Happy holidays, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you guys next Friday on New Year's Day. Thank you, Coach Joe. Coach, Jesus fucking Christ.
He rattled.
We got your head fucked up.
All right, yeah, we're done with this fucking show. We'll see you guys later. Episode 49. We'll see you guys for episode 50 on New Year's. Thank you, Coach Zoe, for hanging out with us. We'll see the rest of you guys later. Deuces.
Oh, aloha.
Peace.